Hello, 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 hello. It is January 21st, 2026. A Thursday for some of you, but a Wednesday for me. And today we're returning to the world of Darklands as I try and figure out, where do I find the adventure? Where's the big bad guy? So far, I'm getting my butt kicked by wolves. Will that change today? I guess we'll find out. I'm not saying it's make or break with this stream, but I gotta find something happening. I mean, we found that demon fight, which was cool, but I need more of that. I need more. If you are watching this on the YouTube VOD archive channel, a huge thank you for doing so. Thank you, thank you. You can skip ahead to the timestamps you want in the description below. There won't be that many because I don't believe we have any milestones today, so we're gonna get straight to the game. And for today's ad breaks, I went ahead of time and got some boxes. So, aha! But thank you for being here. Let's get started. Good song, by the way. Some Alley Cat, hello. Hello. Good to see you, SGB. Ralph, hello. Saturn. Thank you so much for that gigantified head bops. Thank you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Ralph, I finally installed an OS on that SSD. I did not partition the drive because I couldn't remember if he said to partition or not partition. So I think he said not to partition. So he said it didn't matter. So I just installed it. It kind of works. It works. I mean, it still doesn't have a case, and I have to turn it on with a screwdriver, but it works. So, but things are happening. I've started transferring files onto an external external hard drive, I should say. Well, there you go. Hello, Drawfern. Hello. I started just straight up copying drives. So whatever was on my D drive has just been copied. I just copied it. I just need to have a backup just in case. 6 lives. In the meantime, I've installed and yeah, it's kind of interesting because the CPU and RAM that I want to use is on this PC. But the new PC, we'll just call it new since it does have a new motherboard and new video card. Is using my old CPU and old RAM just so I can boot it. It also has a new power supply. I got freaked out by the fact that I think I mentioned this, but I got freaked out by the fact that the 50 series cards use way more power, or they're more prone to having issues with poor power. So I kind of I was like, oh, I didn't want to do this, but I had to buy it. I had to buy. Okay. Oh my gosh. Perfection. Man. Let's go. There you go. Good start. Good start. So yeah, it's weird. I have 2 computers technically right now. I have one computer, which is the regular computer. Nothing's been changed hardware-wise on it, other than, nothing's been changed hardware-wise. The only thing that's been changed is software. I've uninstalled a bunch of software off the computer, and I've just been uninstalling software. Surprising how much software you can accumulate over time. On the other computer, the new computer, I did install Windows 10. I used Rufus, and the problem is that because of where I'm assembling it, there's no internet access. I installed Windows. There's no internet access to the computer, so I gotta somehow get that connected so that it can download updates and then tell me. I also didn't input a key, so I'm hoping to solve that. I've mentioned this before, but it is a more advanced topic, so it's not a beginner friendly, not entirely, but you can be done. Use your hardware. If you're not selling it, you set up a NAS server. Save yourself the trouble of needing to do full backups manually whenever something happens. That's a good point. So because of this situation, I'm like, I could put the remnants away. Like, the original idea was to swap out the CPU, swap out the motherboard and video card, and put the CPU RAM from this motherboard onto that one, and then put that new motherboard into this case that I'm using right now. But because of like the nature of like Twitch's last year's decision to like kill off on VODs and stuff, and I've been making backups, so I just have external drives here. I've been wondering maybe I should have a backup PC just in case. So I'm debating whether or not just to buy a case and then put the motherboard, put the new motherboard on that case with the video card, and then the only things I would have to buy are the case, and then I'll have to buy a cooling solution, whether it be an AIO or a fan, air-based. But I have to buy fans and all that, and that's money, right? It's money that, as it is, this video card purchase, everything I've purchased was not supposed to have been made. These were not intended purchases. These are purchases made. The video card was purely out of panic, out of like, oh crap, this is going to get much worse. I can't hold out anymore. I can't hope for a 6 series to be cheaper, or Super Series. I was waiting for its Super Series of 50 series cards, but no. I had to buy a card. I love this card, but at the same time, it is getting. I would like to do more things with streaming and stuff. Fans are more than enough. This isn't a performer PC. Well, the thing is, the PC that would be the old PC would have the old cooler, which is the fractal design cooler, which is the AIO. I guess I could swap it into the new case, but I don't know. It's still money. It all adds up. Even if I were to buy like Thermal Takes Air stuff, it's still like $50 for a cooler, and then I have to buy fans for that new case. I was looking at that. I was looking at the Silverstone case, that retro case, but here it's like $300. That's a lot of money when you could just as easily get a case for $50. I could just buy a cheap case and then use that as the old PC, like a super cheap case, $50-$60, and use that for the old case. But I really want that Silverstone case. That Silverstone case is really cool. It looks so cool. It's such a cool case. But this fractal design case is really good too. It's functional. It works. My only concern is because I bought a new power supply, I would have to pull out the power supply, and just the cabling is a nightmare. I hate it. All right. Anyways, enough of that. Enough of my rant on it. But yeah, I installed the SSD. My only concern right now is Windows 10 once it connects to an internet connection, because it doesn't have a product key. I used Rufus, and I just basically said, no Microsoft login. Just make a local account. and it seems to work. But I don't know what'll happen the moment I tell it to. Connect. Yeah, we'll see what happens. Hey, Guts of Plenty, how you doing? I guess I could always go for Windows 11. I saw a video actually today of somebody who debloated Windows 11. I forgot what he used, but it removed everything, including Copilot, and it looked like very clean. And I was like, oh, that's not so bad. But at its core, 11 is such a mess compared to 10, right? I like the small fractal cases. I have a couple fractal cases from your router and NAS because the wood aesthetic. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. I have this Fractal Design Meshify C. It's a good case. Nice small case. Has a small footprint. I like it. All right. How's it going, Guts? Yeah. But it's weird looking at my desktop. It was filled with a ton of games, and now it's still got quite a few icons, but most of them are gone. I'm not going to start removing anything. I thought maybe this weekend I could do it, but no, I can't. I can't make any swap yet because I need to make sure I can stream from that computer and all my stuff is there first before I start going, okay, let's start moving things over. I need to be able to stream from that PC. So that's going to be my primary. Hey, Jess. Windows 10 without a key should still function properly without internet connection? With an internet connection. The license is for personalizing and removing the nagging watermark. Yes, and I want no watermark. I've heard there's a website. I've seen the. I mean, I think you could get a Windows 10 key for like $20 or something, but you could also go to Massgrave? Check out Massgrave. Dev. And use that. That could be a good alternative. Yeah. But I still think it needs to connect to a Microsoft account, right? I don't mind it. I don't mind connecting to I mean, I have a legit Windows 10 key. In fact, if I do swap that one to Windows 10, if I do that properly, everything's fine with that second PC or whatever it turns out to be. I wouldn't mind putting Windows 11 on this older PC just to de-bloat and see what it's like. All right, let's play some Darklands. Enough of this Windows 10. What is Windows? The only Windows I know of are the 3.1 variety because we're going back to DOS. We're back to DOS. DOS good. It's time for some more Darklands. And boy howdy, we need some adventuring. We need some adventuring done. Where's my Darklands? There's my Darklands. I think I set it up correctly. Yeah. All right, 11 hours, 26 minutes, and 10 seconds. That is probably wrong. That's probably wrong. One on one PC, Linux on the other. I have a Steam Deck and I barely use it. I don't know if I'm going to use it for Linux. I don't even know how to use Linux properly. Land-based angler, thank you so much for the 10 stream steak. Tasty. Thank you. Enjoy your channel points. How many? So it's 11 hours. I'm going to say it's more than that. I think it's closer to maybe 14 hours in this game. But I feel like I've done nothing except Well, I think that's kind of also the point. You just live a life. It doesn't have to be like you're not main character. You're not doing anything like that. You're just living a life.
Welcome to Darklands.
Welcome to Darklands. I'll tell you what though. For sure.
Welcome.
So for sure, I cannot migrate to another computer before I finish this playthrough of Darklands. Because there's no way I'm going to go through the trouble of fixing Darklands on another PC. It's just never going to happen. Never. No. We play this until we can't no more. Oh my god, pixels. Oh god. Thank you so much for the 15 Gigantify. That's me. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing? I forgot how to play. Day 4? Day 4 adventuring? Travel? 1401. Groningen March 21st. It's good to see you, Pixels. Thank you again for the bits. Was this the last save? 1400. March 16th. 1401. I guess that was the last save. (1401) Totengrund. Day 4. Groningen March 21st. There's no way I wrote Groningen March 21st. Really? I wrote that? Oh! Yes, I did. Because I was supposed to get there to that location by March 21st because something was supposed to happen, and I was mad because there's no way I could make it that way. Oh, right. That's why. All right, let's make sure we click load. As you wander through the wilderness here, you notice the darkness of the land you did not see before. The trees aren't dead, but they're twisted and strange. There are birds and animals, but they are black. Foul beasts with harsh cries and fearful yellow eyes. Though you see no fires, there are scatterings of ash. The smell of smoke is heavy in the air. Am I in the middle of an event? Investigate? Your party splits up and combs the land for clues as to what is taking place here. You find fire-blackened stones and no evidence of battle, but otherwise your investigations are fruitless. As you wander through the wilderness here, you notice a darkness over the land that you had not seen before. Okay. Leave? Oh. F6? Groningenberg. Was it this way? I guess I could look at the map. Groningen. Yes, I'm supposed to get there by March 21st for some reason, and I don't remember why. But there's no way I'm going to make that. I was pissed at the fact that the game continuously gives me these events, and I'm too far away to make these rendezvous points. Right, and I was trying to walk to Hamburg. I was trying to navigate myself to Hamburg, but this river is in the way. Or I can't, there's no clear passage. I have to find passage. And my fame is now 9, so it's not garbage. I also have 9 florins. We have money. Hey, Janky Toe. What are the notes? Oh, notes. Or is that how much the bank? Is that banking information, like if it's being stored somewhere? No. I don't know what notes are for. Okay. Well, there's no way I can make that destination. You can tell by the moon just how fast time is gonna go. Was it? Yeah, as soon as I touch this forest, it's gonna warp speed. Oh, there it is. It's already the 18th. There's no way I can make it. Yeah. So I'm pretty sure even with a horse I couldn't make it. Okay. Well. Oh, did I also mention that I got the game boxes for the ad breaks ahead of time? So I've got a selection of 3 boxes. And that might be Hamburg. And so we can look forward to some boxes. Okay. Is that a bridge or is that bridge up? What does that mean? Nope. Here we are. Before you lies the walled city of Hamburg, the great imperial free city known for its English imports. As a free city, the rat of the Reichsstadt has selected the Altair Heron to direct day-to-day affairs. You suspect that you will be unknown here. Therefore, you... What? Therefore, you approach the main gate. Hello, surprise bees. Surprise bees. At the gate, a line of people wait to enter the Hamburg. The guards collect a toll from each person. So the overall cost for your party will be 1 groschen, which is 14 pennies, 12 pennies? 12 pennies each? No, overall cost. Okay. We need the manual and the map and the keyboard commands. Do. Keyboard commands. 12 pennies. 1 groschen. You decide to pay the toll. Looking down the main street of Hamburg, you set off toward the Rathaus Market, the political center of Hamburg, the Market Hall, the tall spires, the great churches, the Lundsmann. Can I F8 this? F6 I meant. So yeah, never going to make it. I was never going to make it to Groningen. So stupid. It's so stupid. How you doing, surprise bees? How you doing? Okay. Damn it. I don't want to know what's coming up on Netflix. Enough, Netflix. I don't need to know. I don't need to know. Maybe I do need to know. No, I don't. Netflix skyscraper. What? All right. So, where is the inn? The Lundsmann. So it costs 2 groschen and 8 pennies to sleep. 32 pennies. If I were to take up residence, what were we looking at? Oh, 16, 25. Oh no. We're not going to make enough. I have to earn some goodwill here, so maybe this price will drop. All right, so right now let's pray. Relax. 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 Okay. And Earn some money. Earn some money. Earn some money. That'll offset some of our costs. 89, 98. Next. So you can just relax. And there we go. So we're all back to normal. Let's see, 9 florins, 7 groshens, 5 pennies. Spend the day. 975. 975. Oh, have we oh, we're breaking even. Okay. All right. Let's save. Day 5. Fame. We're going to go and try and get some fame. And by that, we go to some side streets. No, wait. The Grove, where you can waste time. And then wait till nightfall. Okay, it's night. And now we leave by a side street. And then we go to the darkness of the docks and hope we get into a fight. Fight. No fight. Another side street. The inns. Fight! We got ourselves a fight. We just got some bandits. Not much, but maybe they got a little bit of money. It's been a while since I played. What is this? That's nothing. What is that? Nothing. Oh, man. I just had an idea. What if someone had made, or what if Microprose had taken XCOM and made it medieval? But not with like aliens, but like a Darklands type of situation. But with the XCOM turn-based. Oh. Okay. Gunther, Ebert, Hans, so Gretchen. Move here. Gunther, move here. Hans, stay there. Okay, just move out of the way. Can you do a missile attack? Yeah. So W for weapon? No, it's walk. Attack. Yeah. We gain 2 groshens and 6 pennies. So 30 pennies? All right. So I believe we were using Gretchen to hold our loot. New quarrel. So distribute this to Hans. Get that. Now switch to Gretchen. And that's it. Flail weapons went from 50 to 54. Nice. Missile device went from 30 to 34. Edge weapons from 51 to 54. Nice. Do we get any... The most important thing, though, is this. As you stand back from the now motionless bodies, windows open and people cheer your victory. An old dignified woman comes up to you. Our thanks, strangers, for stopping these scum. We're finally free of their robberies and beatings. So I think we got like 1, maybe 2, hopefully, pips of respect. Maybe? Unknown, local rep 2. Good. We're still good, so let's go more side streets. Docks. Nope. Another side street. Go here. Yeah. Another fight. More bandits. Okay. Hans. Ebert Walker. Nope. Ebert. What the?
Shake it, baby.
Fat booty.
Arby's, we have the meats.
Darklands more like Darklands, am I right?
Mac with the tier 3. Oh, there it is. With the tier 3 resub, 65 months. Thank you so much, Mac. Congratulations on beating Terra Nova Strike Force Centauri. In one sitting, no less. Congratulations. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your continued support. I hope you continue to read the streams after reviewing the emotes, including your golden Dosgood emote. Thank you so much. Thank you. And Techno Bubble, thank you so much for the 52-month Prime resub. It's good to see you, Techno. How you doing? It's good to see you. Leather Soup, good to see you as well. Hello. And thank you so much, Mac, for that gigantified... Good God. Terra Nova is golden Dosgood indeed. Thank you, Mac, for the golden Dosgood emote. Thank you. And Drawfrin, thank you so much for that gigantified. And then there it is. Okay. That's the most confusing emote for me to look at. Oh, jeez. Thank you so much, Drawfrin, Mac. I'm very confused. But thank you so much. And thank you, Techno and Mac, for the tier 3 resub. Thank you so much. There is a hype train, level 1 completed already. I don't know if there are any new emotes though, but it's good to see you. Terra Nova is so good. Oh, I'm telling you, if none of you have seen Terra Nova Strike Force Centauri, play it. You should stop what you're doing, look at a video of it. I think one person, as far as I know, maybe did a retrospective look at it. It was Pixel Amusement, who does Ancient DOS games. I think he did a video on it. It's so good. It's so good. Your friend is still waiting for the multiplayer patch? Any day now, Leather Soup. Any day. It'll be there any day. Yo, Guts, thank you so much for shouting out Mac. Yes, he was playing Terra on Strike Force Centauri. One sitting, he finished it. One sitting. What is next for you? I don't know if you plan ahead that far ahead, but I know you do different type of genre every week in your streams. Are you in the middle of a playthrough? Oh, you don't know? Oh, you're just like me. You're just like me. Or I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time. Nice. Like, by the way, I forgot, again, I'm saying, not forgot, but I've been saying this. I'm shifting my Friday stream to tomorrow. So I'm officially stopping my Friday streams, hopefully this week, and shifting them to Thursdays. So tomorrow will be a stream day instead of Friday. Friday I will not be streaming. So panic and then suddenly this will be good. That is pretty much how it works. There are, I don't know, like there are times when I don't start on, like when I say I start, and I start maybe like a half an hour later. That is because I'm sitting in front of my computer looking at websites trying to figure out what the hell I'm supposed to play. I'm like, I don't know what I'm playing. I don't have anything. Oh God. And sometimes it works. Sometimes it doesn't work. I mean, Alien Earth was a panic decision. I was like, oh yeah, I bought this game. I'll play this. And it turned out to be Etronom. Etronom was another one. Oh God. Etronom. Oh God. I can't move. Whoa, whoa! OMG. Saturn. Gifting 5 subs to the community. Taking this hype train. The scam train is no longer a scam. it's No, thank you so much, Saturn, for the 5 gift subs to the community. X12, Pretty B, Pinkadoozle, and oh gosh. I almost said something else I shouldn't have said. Good thing I didn't finish my sentence. Dochart Arc. I can't say it right. And Cricket XP. I hope you enjoy your gift sub for the time you have it. Thank you. Time for a nightcap. Huh. Yeah. Some of the games have been but thank you again, Saturn. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Some of the games I've last minute decided to have on been a blast, so I never regret. Some of them have been really good. Yeah. I mean, some of them also have been tough. Hype Train was about to run out. It was. It totally was. But look at it, you took it to level 3, completed. You're about to say something about Doc Shirt. No, I wasn't. I was not. No.
Where did you get that robot?
Wouldn't say that.
I built him. Like it? It's crap, son.
Leather Soup, thank you so much for the 100 bits. Thank you. I was a bit distracted by the clip that was just posted of me going to detail about my recent encounter with almost. It was almost. Happy Obese Sriracha Spicy Boy. What the what? Happy Obese Sriracha Spicy Boy? Whoa. Happy Obese Sriracha Spicy Boy. That's not entirely inaccurate. It was more it was probably Taco Bell fire sauce as opposed to sriracha, but oh my God. How did Twitch know? It's the algorithm, man. It's that AI. The AI is gonna get you, Gretchen. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. Bam. Oh, Doc. Oh, by the way, I was thinking of getting a one of them Silverstone cases, by the way, Mac. By the way, oh Doc, oh God, please don't let this be. Hey, congratulations. You're just bypassing it all. You went all the way to there. Remember, make a good application. Are you going to apply is the question. I know you haven't embraced the affiliate But will you do partner? You don't know. Well, there are some positives and negatives. Positive being, it's a hell of an accomplishment having that little check mark next to your little name. It's an achievement. But I don't know if you still get the perk of ad-free viewing as a non-affiliated stream. There's a negative to partner. There, you'd be surprised. You'd be surprised. Mainly that. Oh shit! Did I take that? I did. I took it. Hey, look! I got something. Oh my god! Did I get something? Hey, I got something. Choo choo, everybody. That's not a bad emote. Look at that. That's new. So cinema. I'll take it. Choo choo, everybody. Choo choo. What did you get? Oh, very nice. Very nice. Red card. Hey, thank you so much for the Gigentified. Hey, that's the emote I got. It's a good emote. It's a nice emote. It's got that Spider-Man Into the Multiverse. No, the animated one. It's got that frame rate associated with it. There we go. It has a Nintendo DS look. It kind of does. It also reminds me a bit of Ghost Trick for the DS, which is an excellent game, which you can now play on other systems. Yay, free of their beatings. How are we looking? 24, 27. All right, we can go into more side streets. I'm trying to farm fame. Yay, a fight. More fights. These bandits are easy pickings. I don't think I can see. No, I can't see the. I am unable to see. Okay. Okay, I'm starting to get a handle on clicking and dragging with this game. Surprisingly, I'm starting to get a handle on this. Look at this. Tactical. Ooh, choke point. Our main line, if this works. No, I meant attack, dude. Oh, shoot, man, not a weapon. Not walk. Hans, no. Sorry, I kept pressing W by accident, which is walk, and I'm supposed to press M for missile. Okay, I can't because there's a line. They can't. I have to move them. All right, let's see. Yeah, I can do that. All right, good. Good. Oh, you missed. No, you can't attack. I'm trying to get him some levels in his range attacks. Gretchen looks like she's getting a bit hit, but she's okay for the most part. Is that Gretchen? Oops. That's Gretchen. Okay, she's out of the fight. She's repositioning herself. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Distribute to Hans, the Quarrel. Distribute the rest to Gretchen. So more clubs, more leather. There you go. Oh my god. You know, I'm noticing that the TTS isn't doing the emotes. Is it because I'm using Twitch's inbuilt TTS system once again? It doesn't like it? Look at those mates. That's the most confusing meats I've seen. Got some plenty. Thank you so much for the 38-month resub. Thank you. Thank you. 38 months. Thank you so much, Guts. And also for being, by the way, I should say, you are no longer the solo person on my list of people who have used that one emote over and over again. Others have started using it. I don't know how many, how often, but yeah, I've seen it uptick. I'm like, what the heck? Unless Guts, you have farm accounts that I'm unaware of. The Q-Lull emote has a second or third person using it as well, for which I'm very grateful. All right, here we go. 7 unknown still. Local rep 7. I'm merely the catalyst. Thank you again, Guts. Thank you again. I know I'm hoping that maybe this year, if I'm able to, the computer thing is a bit of an unexpected. Was a very unexpected expense, and I'm still trying to figure out how to solve that. But I might have to spend more money on a case and air cooling. But I'm hoping that sometime this year I can get the ball rolling on getting someone who actually knows how to make emotes to work on emotes to do the refresh this year and get a refresh on a lot of the emotes, because there are a lot of emotes that just aren't used as much, and I think it's nice. We should probably get a reset on some of them. Yeah. You do a good job on emotes. Look at those mates. Oh, thank you, Mac. That's very kind of you. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, man. I need to go to Arby's. It's not helping with the weather. The weather now, it just snowed again. And I believe the temperature is going to drop again here. It's very cold. Nobody wants to go out around here. I mean, people still have to go to work and stuff, but suddenly the night watch steps out in the doorway. Oh, shoot. Suddenly the night watch steps out. I thought I was going down a side street. Oh, no, I didn't. Their leader strides forward boldly, asking, who violates the curfew of Hamburg? You confess, knowing the use of penalty is usually 5 groschen, 8 pennies. Run down the side street hoping to lose him in the night. You think I should run? Dashing off an ally, you realize Ebert has fallen behind. Rather than abandon him to the night watch, you stop and confront the pursuit. You decide to pay the fine. God damn it. Oh, side street, you idiot. Poor Ebert wasn't right. No, he wasn't. Oh, is it not nighttime? It's not nighttime. Brandenburg. Where's Brandenburg? Brandenburg is here. I could take a boat to Brandenburg. No. If anything, we're going to go up north. We're going to go to Flensburg. No, it's daytime. We got caught. Now it's daytime. So how much money do I have? 9 florins, 2,271. I lost 4 groshens. So 4 groshens and a bunch of pennies. Was it 4? It was a lot. It was a lot of money. It was a pretty hefty fine. Did that help though with the 2 groshens, 8 pennies? No. No discount. Local news? It was 5 groshens. So 5 times 12. Plus 8. That was expensive. That was an expensive penalty. Well, at least they didn't throw us in the jail. I should probably save. Oh, you know what? I just realized we're in Hamburg, and before the stream, I ate hamburger. Haha! Coincidence? I think not. Read the official notices. For the sake of public safety and decorum, the citizens of Hamburg shall travel the street of darkness after the hour of calm plan. Okay. Affairs elsewhere in the empire. The reports of something ravaging the countryside southeast from here. Some even talk of a dragon being seen in the skies. Okay. Do I just go southeast and hope I find something? Everyone was talking about the mines near Kudenberg. It is said that the miners have stopped working because of Knocker. Okay. So, my question is, if I go to do this, will this... We got ads coming up soon. Will this mean... the event is still active? Because I tried doing this one time and nothing happened when I went there. Where's Kudenberg, man? Ugh. All right, we got over 2 minutes, just under 2 minutes and 30 seconds left until the ad starts. We will have a box to look at. I did actually look ahead of time. Oh, maybe it's a game that Mac could play. Maybe it's inspirational for Mac. Maybe. Kudenberg, F6. So we're in Hamburg, F6. It's so far away. It's so far away. Oh, you can't see it. Wait, you can't see it. Wait. Hey, where's my camera? How come no one told me there's no overhead camera? How am I supposed to show a box? Hello? Is it just off? What happened? Oh no. Next game I'm going to play is Fithreer. With me in co-op? I got to play Fithreer. I haven't played Fithreer yet. I haven't even played the single player yet. Don't I have to play the single player, then play co-op? Hey! Hey! You've been saying that for 3 years. Well, because it's for 3 years, you have to wait for 3 years. No, I mean, God, so many games to play, Mac. There's so many games. Also, I wanted to show you, but this game you might actually find inspiration. This is Hamburg. There's Kudenberg. I cannot make that distance. That is not happening. All right, there's an ad break coming up. We can take a pause here. A bit of an early pause because we have a box. Does it work? Yeah. All right. A game that maybe Mac will play. I believe he's played others by this company. But what about this one? Dune 2000 from Westwood Studios. Long live the fighters. Look at that embossing. Look at them eyes. Look at them guns. Dune 2, one of the finest, most innovative games in history. That's not even about your game, bro. You're putting a quote for a game that isn't this game. You have yet to play a Dune game. Oh, man. Oh, then you shouldn't play this. You got to play Dune 2 first. You got to play Dune 2 first. Oh, my God. I've never seen Darklands before, but the gameplay looks pretty fun. Oh, really? Oh, here's the thing, surprise bees. It is a game where you're basically... It's one of the first of its kind. I would say it's one of the first of its kind. Where you're not the main character. It's kind of like a Mount and Blade. If you play Mount and Blade, it's kind of like that. You're just doing adventuring. Or just you're just trying to survive. And I guess your ultimate goal is to try and get more famous. But yeah, you can do whatever. You just wander and do things. And it's kind of weird trying to like there's no path for you to take as a gamer. It's a weird thing. Anyways, this is Dune 2. This is embossed on the side. Very nice. Embossed on the side. Dune 2 is going to give you carpal tunnel. Is Dune 2000 actually from 2000? According to the box, the release is $1998. Copyright 1998, Westwood Studios. Lowercase drop, by the way. Welcome, sandwich.
Don't worry, Mom. They're eating right at Arby's.
Enjoy your sandwich, lowercase. Bloody Cactus, hello. What's in the box? Oh, recreated for the new millennium, the classic Dune 2 returns. And in this one... Isn't John Rhys Davies in this? I forgot. I don't remember. What's in the box? Not much. You get a game case and a manual. Disc. Smooshed. But yeah. Broken. That's a case. Disc. Whoa! I believe he uses Red Alert engine. I think you're correct. The only Dune I've seen is the 80s made-for-TV movie. Oh, really? So there's actually a miniseries that Sci-Fi did, which is not bad because it did Dune and Children of Dune. It was pretty good. Oh. The Emperor? Shaddam the Fourth. Atreides, Harkonnen, House Ordos, which, by the way, I believe is exclusive to this game series. They were created by the game, by Westwood. It wasn't part of the novelization or anything. The Emperor looks like Mike from Breaking Bad. That's... but yeah, there's not much in this manual. You get the units... Oh, let's see here. Yeah, John Rhys Davies was in this. John Rhys Davies. Actually, you know what? The Ordo Serviceman Spy was played by Frank Klepacki. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. All right. there's not much else. But there's a manual, there's a disc, and I think the ad breaks over. So there you go. That is Terranova. That's Dune 2000. Dune 2000 has behind the scenes footage of Command and Conquer 2: Tiberian Sun. There you go. That is one possibility for you to stream. Mac, in the next ad break, another possibility for a game for you to stream. Another possible game for you to stream, Mac. Another idea. But you have to find out in the next ad break. All right. Back to Darklands. I'm not doing Kunenberg. That's too far away. Gossip about the situation here in Hamburg. Despite your best efforts, you discovered absolutely nothing new or different about Hamburg. It seems that the entire city has gone into a contented slumber. OMG. I am playing a game you can purchase on GOG that I bought. The GOG version. And I'm getting rated by GOG. Oh my God, GOG.com/CarTube. CarTube, hello. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome everybody coming from CarTube stream. I'm Dr. CCS. This is Darklands. And we were looking at a game earlier that I think should be on GOG, and maybe CarTube, you can wield your influence, please. Please wield your influence. Wield your influence. Make it happen. Make it happen. Make it happen, CarTube. Make it happen with your influence, CarTube. Make it happen, CarTube. CarTube is too busy working on getting Knights of Zentar on GOG. He's fighting the good fight. He knows where his priorities lie. He knows where his priorities lie. Do it for the dozens of us, CarTube. The dozens of us. Knights of Zentarians. I don't know. Those people who are just come on. Just do it. Knights of Zentar Dune 2000, make it happen, CarTube. You're the glue that binds us all. you bind the fast clickers and the masturbators. Do it. Do it, CarTube. Ice Allen, welcome. Here's a sandwich for you. I hope you get it.
Don't worry, Mom. They're eating right at Harvey's.
You got your sandwich. Enjoy your sandwich, Ice Allen. Clarissa, here's a sandwich for you. Welcome to the chat. I hope you get it.
The Lord of Terror will feast upon your fear, just like this delicious roast beef and cheddar sandwich.
Diablo ate your sandwich, Clarissa. Retro gaming is gaining more and more traction because of modern gaming being so awful. It's so many chat. Well, I think modern gaming is pretty awesome in its own right, but that's fine. Well, I mean, hey, I like playing old games, so who am I to say? But welcome. Mac, thank you so much for the gigantified. Oh, jeez. There's so many things wrong with that emote. Even though I technically made it, you set it up and I made that moving emote, but still, just looking at that, it makes me sad. Thank you though for the 15 bits. CarTube, thank you again for the raid. For anyone coming in, I am Dr. CCS. This is Darklands, a Microprose RPG, where it's kind of like a German medieval simulator. You're just living your medieval life. There is fantasy. There are dragons. We did fight some demons earlier. But yeah, this is basically a game where you're just, if you've played Mountain Blade, this is kind of like that, where there's no set goal. You're just in a sandbox and you're just running around with your group of adventurers and you're just trying to make a name for yourself. I do happen to have a copy of the game, which is right here, and it's a very nice box, but it's also very much needed because you need the quick keyboard selection paper. It also comes with a map of medieval Germany, which I do need. Well, not so much anymore because I did discover that you can find the map in game, but I have been using this throughout my playthrough. And if I really need it, I also do have the manual for me to read things as I get stuck. And I have been getting stuck in this playthrough. So it's Kingdom Come Deliverance. I haven't played Kingdom Come. I believe Kingdom has a story though, right? Has some kind. There is no story really in this game. There kind of is, but at the same time, really there isn't. I don't know how to describe. And your characters age out. I don't know how it works in Kingdom Come, but in this game, you can make your party as young as possible, but they have the abilities of young kids in that they kind of suck. You have to age them by learning. They have to go to school and train, and not school, but yeah, they have to learn knowledge, and that takes years off their lives. Like realistically, you're not going to be able to do anything until they're in their late 20s, even 30s. And then by the time they're in their 60s, they have to retire. It's an interesting thing because it's in the character generation part of the game, where you have to age them out into like learning, and they age. It's a really cool dynamic. Yeah, it's pretty interesting. It's kind of open world. Oh, is it? I haven't played. I do want to play it. I really do want to play Kingdom Come. Yo, Jimmy. Hello. Thank you so much for the silent ooh woo. Thank you. 80-year-old wizard. This ain't anime. I'm sorry. I meant 3,000-year-old wizard. So yeah, I'm in a tavern right now. As you can tell by the music. I'm in a tavern. I'm just trying to get up any gossip. So I'm going to take up residence. So we're going to take our party here, and there's no concept of food in the game. Like your characters automatically eat. You don't have to worry about the food part, but you do have to make money, and you do have to stay in inns, or you can camp, but there's a danger of being attacked. But yeah, you can tell your party members, like you can tell like if they have to heal themselves, you can say, hey, you relax, or please earn some money. Like I want Eber to earn money. I want Hans to earn money here. I want Gunter to earn some money. So they can earn some money per day. But I want Gretchen to regain her strength. So I need her to rest. So she'll gain 2 pips of health. I'm German, so now I'm curious. Does this medieval map actually show real German territory? So I can show you the in-game. This is in-game. But it may not be quite what you can't really make it out, but I can show you this. This is the map you get in the game. So you can see each of the towns here you can travel to in Darklands. And depending on their size at the time. There's Bohemia. We actually started the game. I believe we started our... Oh boy. I have to be careful with this map. I don't want to tear it. We started we started around here near Wine or Linz or Brunn. It was near Brunn. Started near Brunn, and throughout this playthrough we've managed to wander around here. Now we're in Hamburg. Is right here. We've done some exploring. But now I've discovered the in-game map, so I don't want to damage... Because I can feel as the more I'm opening and closing this map, it's getting a bit more loose. It's getting a bit more loose. It's not as firm as it used to be, so I'm going to use the in-game map a bit more. Yes, it is real. It is real. It is real in terms of geography, but it does have fantasy. In some cases, it has some fantasy. You can fight dragons and stuff if you can find them. Yo, Necro, good to see you. Yes, we're back to Darklands. Oh, and I didn't show the best part. Well, it's the box art. Look at that box. Look at that. Heroic role-playing adventures in medieval Germany. It's a good box. It's an excellent box. What are your thoughts on Darklands? I feel like you're on the fence. I want to say I feel like I need to play like another 100 hours of this game to fully understand this game. Because as much I am enjoying it, but I feel like I'm not playing the game right. Because we're just throughout the 3 streams we've done this game, 3 or 4 streams we've done this game, we've just traveled and had some fights. The coolest thing we had was finding that village that was committing heresy, which was completely unexpected, very cool, but I want to see more of that. And the thing is, in order to proceed through that storyline, we couldn't because the game was like, you have to travel to this other point in Germany, and it's across the freaking country, and you can't make it in 3 days. Good old days when you've got a huge cardboard box art. Yeah, I mean, I miss it, but at the same time, as I'm older and realize the importance of having space, I kind of don't miss it, but I do miss it in the fact that I do miss the aspect of a game in that I can take a game, install it off a disc, and not have to worry about whether or not it needs an update, or if at a point it's going to be, if its servers are going to be shut down and I can no longer play it. It doesn't matter if I don't play it now. I might want to play it later. And the fact is that certain games don't give me that choice anymore. It's like, nope, it's gone. And the world that was built has disappeared. You can only look at it on video now, or people's memories, nostalgia. That's it. That annoys me. That's what I miss. It just so happens, by the way, I did a playthrough of Anthem. You can see it on my gaming channel. It's still ongoing. I easily played this for 100 hours as a kid. Yeah, I think you need to spend a ton of hours playing this game. You still miss your Shogo game box from your childhood? Sadly went missing after moving houses. Shogo? Hey, Ricardo, welcome to the chat. What's my favorite box art? That's hard. There's a lot of good boxes. There's a sandwich for you, by the way. I can show you one of my favorites right now. One of them. Not my absolute favorite. There's too many to count. It's like picking your child. You can't pick your favorite box art. There's even box arts from console games that I really like. I mean, this one, since it was brought up, this actually is one of my favorite boxes. It is Shogo. It is Shogo. Shogo is an excellent box. Shogo Mobile Armor Division from Monolith. Look at that box. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that anime. Look at that. Great box. Great box. It's actually a really cool box art. I mean, There's so many great box arts. I mean, I think XCOM, Star Control 2. Your favorite art personally is Hell, a cyberpunk thriller. Are you seriously saying Hell, a cyberpunk thriller is your favorite box art? Crunchy? Really? It is? Is it? This. Hella cyberpunk. This. That. What? All right. Hey, if it's if that's legit, then hey, I'm not gonna. Poo-poo your choice. Lock up thy bar matings, pray to the saints. Dr. CDCS is playing Darklands. I can't even pray to the saints properly with this playthrough. Our character is like pretty bad. But how you doing, Crunchy? How you doing? It's good to see you. We're just spending a day. I'm trying to earn some money. You've got the exact Shogo box you had as a child? Oh man, it's a great game. It's too bad that it didn't get a sequel. It's also too bad Lithtech didn't age well. Stephanie Seymour. It's kind of like they had Stephanie Seymour in Hell, and she wasn't really there. She wasn't there. She was like just like a. They just had her for the name. Yeah. All right, let's go to Side Street. Let's go to Scenic Grove. Let's wait till nightfall. We're gonna fight. The Full Throttle box is very good. It's so hard to pick a great box. Like, I like Star Control 2. I like XCOM. Final Fantasy 7 for PC, even though it's on PS1. I actually like the PS1 box art better because you see Cloud looking at the reactor, whereas on the PC, I mean, you just see his face. He's standing there holding a sword, but it's in the trapezoid, and I like that trapezoid box art. Wing Commander 2, Wing Commander 3. Actually, I really like Wing Commander 3 because it's a painting. It's like a classic art style painting. It sets that tone. Wing Commander 2 I like because it shows what I assumed at the time was the Tiger's Claw getting destroyed. And it's pixel art. It's beautiful. Bioforge had a great box art. Dune 2? Oh my god. Dune 2's box art is fantastic. I have it. Dune 2's box art is fantastic. Fallout 1's box art is fantastic. Aliens from Cryo is a fantastic box art. I've shown that. Like, there's just so many great box arts. You know what? Accolade in general made some of the coolest box arts. As a company, they made some very cool box art. Their test drive boxes were fantastic. Turok 1, yes. Ninja Gaiden, I mean, I haven't seen Sega Mega System, but I've seen the NES Ninja Gaiden. The Master, I haven't seen Master System Ninja Gaiden, but NES box art, amazing. Jail the Jungle, is that the one where she's swinging through the vine? That image. The Moonlit? Oh, okay. We can go through the side street. Can we get into a fight? Nope. Oh. Suddenly alert, Ebert senses danger nearby. He warns you of a group of cutthroat thieves in ambush. Quickly assessing the situation, you decide to offer them possessions, use the street sense of willing leaving you alone, scare them away, attack them. There they are. There's 4 of them. By the way, in case you haven't seen the combat is real time with pause. So the game is paused right now. I'm moving the map around to get a look and see where everyone is. I'm pressing shift in the arrow to, so you can move the mouse around, but if you press shift and you get to the edges here, it'll pan the camera for you. Keyboard, the control interface does take some time to get used to. I feel like I'm a bit more comfortable with it now, but it's taken me 12 hours of gameplay for me to get to that point. If you are interested in playing this game yourself or watching someone else who is more versed in this, I would highly recommend you watch Kilgore Trout. He plays this game a lot. He's very knowledgeable in how this game plays. So if you want to watch someone who knows actually what they're doing, Kilgore Trout knows how to play this properly. As for me, gonna move Hans over here. You can drag. So if I press, you have 1, 2, 3, 4 to show your different team members. So I press 3 to highlight Gunter, and you can click and hold and drag to tell him where to move. So I can do that and make a move here. And move. Whoop. You move there. Characters cannot pass through each other, so you have to be a bit careful with movement placement because they might get stuck. So hopefully no one gets stuck here. All right, here they come. Is that Gunter? Yeah, Gunter. Oh, sorry, Hans. I'm telling Hans because Hans has a crossbow. I'm telling him to aim the crossbow at this guy. That's what M is for. He missed. Gunter, attack. Ebert, move up. Gretchen. There we go. Yo, Spetsnaz, hello. Carnage Rally for the Game Boy Advance is the real boss box art. I think I've seen that box art. And are you being serious, or is this like a phalanx situation? No, wait. Is that the one with the screaming face? No, that's not it. Why does that sound so familiar? Oh, we didn't get anything, but we did get 1 groschen and 6 pennies. So distribute this to Gretchen. Get, there we go, and leave. Edge weapons upgrade. We won. Did we get any fame? Yeah, we did. An old dignified woman comes to you. Our thanks. So that should help. So let's go back here. Respected. We're no longer unknown. We're respected. Does this mean we're going to get a cheaper rate at the end? That's all we want. That's all we want. The danger to being out at night, though, is that we're under curfew in these towns. And if you get caught, you have to pay a fine or you have to fight the night guard, which will do nothing good for your fame. So we're going to save here. Is it day 4? Day 5? Fame, farm, ham. Much respect. Respect increased. San Andreas mission complete music. So, I'm going to tell you something. I haven't played San Andreas. So I don't know what that sounds like. Someone always trips me from running. Yes, it just happened. We ran away from the night guard, and Ebert here fell down, so I still had to pay the fine. So let's go down the side streets. I can hear the music in my. I gotta play it, but here's a reason why I don't play GTA. It's because of the music. At one hand, I could probably you could probably find a mod to remove all the copyrighted music and put something else in. But I think the music is also a part of the game, right? It's like a part of the experience. And I feel like I don't want to play the game without that. Let's go back to the docks and see. Or no, let's go to here. Yeah. No fight. Dangerous slum. The Elendesviertel of Hamburg is full of paupers, drifters, thieves, and harlots. Apologies if you're German and you're hearing me say this, and I don't know how to say it. Elendesviertel of Hamburg is for paupers, drifters, thieves, and harlots living in old decaying buildings. Honest citizens should avoid the area. You, casually arrest you for an hour just to kill time, wander around listening to the rumors. Find an abandoned room or shanty where you can live very cheaply. That's a thing? That's a thing? It sounds like a Snoop Dogg. You know what? Maybe I have heard it, but because it's probably such a famous piece of song, it's probably been used in so many videos, and I just didn't put the two and two together. Are you going to be a squatter? I just want to know if I can get into a fight. The thing is, if I get into a fight, will this be one of these instances where I'll still get respect out of it? Or is it just, oh, no one sees this fight, you're not gonna, there's no point. I'd rather just stay in an inn. I'm trying to look for a fight, not for rest. Docks. Nope. Another side street. Inns. Yeah. More bandits. After this fight, we're gonna rest and then we're gonna go out of town. And then we're gonna look for something to do. All right, Gunther. Gretchen. Is that Ebert? See, I have to move Ebert here because if I tell him to move here, just tell him to walk here, he'll walk into Hans. So I have to move him manually. All right, Hans. Okay, you can attack him. Yeah, you hit him for 5 hit points. Nice, nice, nice! All right. So let us distribute this to Hans, get the coral. And Gretchen, pick up the rest. And leave. And missile device went from 34 to 36. Edge weapons went from 61 to 64. Victory. Did we get what I looked for? No. No old lady coming out to say, look what you did. No. Okay, let's go to the inn. Let us... Hey, see? Our cost did go down. It used to be, was it 2 groschen? It's now 1. So as you get more respect, we're now got a 15 local rep. Our stay at the inn is cheaper. And so we will take up residence. So we'll get you to relax. You can work. And the rest of you can relax. All right, so Gretchen regains strength. You earn some money. You can earn some money. So you'll get back your strength. And let's see, 9 florins, 8 groschen, 6 pennies. Yep, it's going up. We're making a profit ever so slowly. And then we'll just make her earn some money. All right. And we'll leave. We'll save. Yeah, we'll save. Oh, we can't. We have to leave. Now we can save. Day 5. Leaving Ham. All right, so we're leaving Hamburg now. We're going out. Oh, no, we're not. Because I got to sell this junk. I got to sell all the stuff I've picked up. We need to go to the central market. And then we need to go to... I don't think it... Is it side streets and then you go to the craft sides? Yeah, the crafts district. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Oh no, why is Gretchen should be leader? Why is Eberhard leader? No. Gretchen should be leader because charisma is very important in this game. Hamburg had no beef and cheddar, so our heroes left. Yes, that is exactly why we're leaving. I am glad you brought it up. Barter for another person. Hans, Gunther, Gretchen. All right, Gretchen has all the gear. So this is part of her gear. Clothing, thanks to the pro tip we got, clothing is acting as a barrier between what we have as our gear that we want to keep and everything else we want to sell. Except for that arrow. No, we want to sell the arrow. We don't want to sell the bow, though. That bow was given as a gift. We should keep it. All right, so let's see. We have 2,279 pennies. Let's sell. One thing in this game is that gear that you pick up that's not part of what you're equipped has no weight penalty. A penalty only applies to whatever is equipped on your character. That's why I can use Gretchen to hold basically everything. $24 leathers. Jesus Christ. 16 cloves. I mean, you're only getting a penny out of it, so it's not like you're getting a ton of money. But everything else is equipped to her, or it's an item we want to keep. There you go. 4,381 pennies. Not bad. That is a very nice payday. And considering I accidentally bought this clock for like 3,000. Yeah, not bad. Hamburg invented the hamburger. Oh, that's the Earl of Sandwich. 5 GR equals 5 groschen. Yes, that's groschen. Groschen in this game is 1 groschen is 12 pennies. A florin is 20 groschen is 1 florin. So 240 pennies is a florin. That's why it's showing this, but it also shows the total pennies amount. All right, so I think we're clear with... So I should also... So it's kind of quirky in this game, for anyone who might be wondering, when it comes to bartering. That's why earlier I had to set Gretchen as the leader, because she has the highest charisma. So she would be the best as leader. Therefore, all the trait... Even though we're selecting through different characters... Gretchen is the one who's dealing the bartering, so it's her skill that's being applied to every character. So even though I'm still going through everyone else's inventory, it's Gretchen, she's bartering for Hans, she's bartering for Gunter. So she's the one that gets the best deal in this case. That's why we have to be careful with Gretchen. Eber, does he have anything? Oh, I gotta trade that to Hans. Club, a crossbow. So Hans has the crossbow. He has 29 quarrels. Oh yeah, we fought that alchemist, right? So we picked up all his stuff, these potions. And they're worth a lot of money. Look at the prices on those. Wow. Okay. Gunter. Alright, let's leave. I heard there were groschen before. It was still around, but not widely used any longer when I was a child. I assume Germany uses the euro now, right? So was it before the euro was adopted? They were still using... Deutschmarks? Is it Deutschmarks? Was that the currency before? I heard the original hamburger was once a wheat flour bread roll with mustard and a big meatball put between. Later then got modified until the hamburger we got today. I don't know the history of the hamburger myself. I wouldn't be surprised, but it also does sound delicious. Before the euro, you used Deutschmarks and the penny. I assume that's how you say it. Penny. Peffing? Thing? Penning? Penning! A meatball with mustard does sound good. Alright. I don't think there's anything else for us to buy, right? Hand axe. So this is one of the weird things about this game that I feel like I've already bought everything I could possibly want from the towns. Like with Gunter, in the case of Gunter. In the case of Gunter, he's holding a great hammer, which is the heaviest hammer, I think the manual says. Yeah, I paid like 1,000 for that. But outside of any random encounter that might give you some kind of special item, weapon-wise, I feel like this is it. Like, if you have the money, you just buy the best gear, and that's it. You're done. You're set. It's not like a traditional RPG as you're progressing through the game or what have you, going to different areas. You get more elaborate weapons and stuff. No, pretty early on, if you have the money, you just buy whatever, and that's it. You're set. It's all about your skill as a person. All right, let's go. Let us go. Let me ask you a question about hammer time. Seriously? Seriously? Here's a world of Germany. Here's Germany. Tell us when you see your house, Clarissa. We're gonna travel to Lubeck. Penny and Penning do have the same origin and directly related with each other, so you can call it Penny. In the distance, well off the beaten path, you see a modest sod hut. There seems to be something sinister about it. Oh my god, can I save? You walk up and knock on the door. You sneak up and observe it for a while. Storm the hut and battle your way inside. Leave and continue your journey. Sneak up and observe. Long before you reach the hut itself, the blood-curdling shrieks of wolves startle you. The beasts appear from both sides, charging towards you, teeth snapping. Meanwhile, a blonde woman charges out of the hut, screeching. You have just enough time to draw weapons before they are on you. Whoa. What? There's a blonde woman. That is correct. A witch. She has potions. And wolves. How many wolves are we talking here? 3? 3 wolves? Anything from behind us to flank us? No, just her. Okay. Hans. Gunter. Ebert. Gretchen. Is that Hans? See what I mean about them getting stuck? Okay. God damn it, Hans. Move out of the way. There's a wolf from behind! Which witch is which? This is the witch, and she's throwing something at us. She threw a potion! She threw a potion at Gretchen! Uh-oh. That doesn't look good. Gretchen, you'll be fine, right? It's fine. She's throwing another potion! Stop her. Okay. Gretchen's okay. Hans, no, Hans! What the frick, man? What happened to these guys? Oh, it's because they're stuck. Okay. Oh! She's kicking Gretchen's ass! Okay, Gunter's there. Okay. No! Oh, she's still alive. Sorry about yelling. Fuck it. Let's go. Melee, 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 melee. Yeah! F you, witch. The party finds. All right. Oh, frick. I gave it the Aberg. Whatever. We found 1 grosch and 3 pennies in that loot. No potions because I think she threw them all at Gretchen. Impact weapons 23 to 26. Edge weapons 64 to 67. Victory. Now you have the blonde witch at your mercy, trembling with fear. In return for her life, she offers to make you all unnaturally strong for the rest of your lives. Share her 3 alchemical formulas with each of every one of you. Reveal the time and place of the witch cult's next high Sabbath. Reveal the witch cult's secret calendar of ceremonies. Spend the rest of her life doing penance for her past sins. Save? You can save. Day 5. These are really good choices. I couldn't. There's not enough space. I was gonna write, I've seen this anime before. No. Day 5. Which? Unnaturally strong. I kind of want to see what happens if it's like something that turns into a frog or something actually does happen. I mean, we saved, right? Let's just see what happens. You accept her offer. Ebert is the first to eagerly eat the strange root she gives him. In seconds, he leaps up elated. I feel like a mighty hero. He grasps a tree and heaves with all his might. Then he stiffens, shudders, and falls dead, blood pouring from his mouth, nose, and ears. For the rest of your life, ha ha ha, screams the witch as she smears ointment on her legs and rides a fallen branch high into the sky. Sadly, you bury Ebert and pray for his soul. You bitch. Yeah, this is why you save. At least the game gives you that opportunity to save. Did I start using day 5 by accident? I did. I went from day 4 to day 5. No, I'm on day 5. Oh, I am on day 5. Oh, I'm brilliant. Where's day 5 witch? Wait. Where's day 5 witch? There's day 5 witch. Share her 3 alchemical formulas with each and every one of you. Reveal the time and place of the witch's cult's next high Sabbath. Spend the rest of her life doing penance for her past sins. That is true. That is true, Calista. Yo, Boktroy. Hello. How you doing? Rue. Hello. Good to see you. What are these? She is true to her world, carefully copying out 3 formulas for each of you while you stand guard over her. Ebert examines the work carefully, then asks her to demonstrate the formula. She does as she asked. She does as asked, making and demonstrating each use of each potion in turn. Satisfied, you let her go with a stern warning to spurn Satan's temptations and return to the ways of the Lord. So, shouldn't Hans been the one to do that? Oh, why is she party? Does that matter? Does that matter who is leader? But I couldn't choose anyone to be leader at that time. At least I don't... Oh, no, you could. What if I put Hans as lead? Because he has the chemical. Oh, yeah, Gretchen did get knocked out. I didn't realize it changed leader. Oh, Ebert still does the examination. Interesting. Why is Eber doing it? His alchemy is only 8. Hans is the one with the alchemy with 48. Interesting. All right. Let us load the next option. So we've seen the potion. Reveal in time and place of the witch cult's next high Sabbath. She bows her head and begins. There are 5 high Sabbaths each year where witches and witch priests meet to worship Satan in the form of a demon. The next is on May 25th, south of Goslar. Is this... Where the hell is Goslar, man? I'm like up here. Goslar is like... I feel like Goslar is all the way down here. Too bad you can't type it. Oh, shit. Well... I always did the same as you now, saving and then trying all the options because of the curiosity, but it's bad for replayability if you already know all your options in the first run. Unless the options themselves have RNG in them. I doubt that it is in this case, but there could be a chance that even if you save scum, it'll still be a decision that you weren't expecting. It was Groshen, right? We're up here near Hamburg. It was Goslar, C4. Not too far. But how many days? Because I wouldn't mind trying out that storyline. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds until ads. We'll be looking at another box that I pulled. Maybe it'll be something Mac could play or something you could play. Day 5 Witch. Yeah. Okay, let me just double check. May 25th, south of Goslar. April 12th. It's too bad there's no way to search for a town here. Oh, Goslar's right there. That's not too far. That's not too far. April to May. Yeah, that could be doable. That could be the first time we got to actually do something. All right, it's a nice thing we saved. We can actually save before this choice. Again, make another save, and then do it and see it. Okay, excellent. So this is definitely a possibility. Load. Day 5. Reveal the witch cult's secret calendar of ceremonies. What's the difference between... Her voice becomes a sing-song as she recites the litany of names and dates. You strain to hear and remember. She mumbles something and you bid her speak loud and clearly. May 25th, she says sullenly, south of Goslar. Okay, it's the same thing. May 25th. Okay. So that's no different. And the final option is for her to do penance, which I assume she'll be like, hey, yeah, fingers crossed. Like, with her fingers crossed behind her back. Spend the rest of her life doing penance for his sins. She swears to leave witchcraft to resist the temptations of Satan and return to her Oh gosh, we got the ad break. All right, we'll do this later. We got music though, so let me... Okay. Ad break. She's gonna laugh all yeah. Alright, what's the next game? Well, I think Mac probably had to go, but in case any of you were inspired, looking for a game to play, this game did get a remaster. Oh, Mac, you're still here? Ah! Might I interest you in a game that did get remastered? I believe by Night Dive? Dark Forces by LucasArts. This could be your next game. Dark Forces from LucasArts. There's a side of the box. You have not played Dark Forces either. Ooh. This was the first time I played a PC Gamer demo. I think this is the game I played the most. Like, out of all the PC Gamer demos I played, it was this one I played the most. It was this one. It was this one. The Turok remasters. This is a great game. I have the box and strategy guide book somewhere. Oh, really? So the first time I played this, the first level in this game is the Death Star, and you play it nonstop. I played it nonstop. I loved that level. When I got this game, the second level was the sewer, I believe, and I got motion sick. It was the second or third level was the sewer, and I got motion sick. I couldn't play it. It wasn't years later until I started streaming when I finally finished it. But here's the box. Here's the side of it. Here's the back of it with Boba Fett. Boba Fett himself. Experience first-person firepower in the Star Wars universe. May the Force be with you. And when you open it, what do you get? Bam. Oh, snap! Disney delisted this. Disney delisted a whole bunch of games recently off of Steam and GOG. And in GOG's case, CarTube, you need to get a handle on what's going on with GOG. What's going on? Usually GOG gives a heads up on when they're delisting games. Not in this case. These games were just wiped off of GOG's library and Steam's library almost instantaneously. Like 12 games. Afterlife was one of them. But Armed and Dangerous is also taken off storefronts. Very sad. A whole bunch of Winnie the Pooh games and other Disney games were also removed. There's Afterlife. Here's the manual for Dark Forces. It's a small manual, but it's a nice manual. To this day, I believe Kyle Katarn is the reason why the Death Star plans were stolen. He is why the Death Star plans were stolen. Dark Forces CD-ROM book. The sewer level was the weakest one. It had a lot of backtrack. Yes, it was rough. I also got motion sick playing that. It was only the second time I got motion sick. The first time being Doom, and this being the second time. Windows 95 users, attention. Welcome back. We're still looking at the box. Don't you worry. I'm a bit slow when it comes to these things. There's the warranty card. There's a Dark Forces CD. And for anyone that missed it, warranty card, Windows 95 pamphlet, the reference card, the manual, the adventurer telling you about their upcoming games, look at that. And there you go. That is Dark Forces from Lucas Arts. Have I played the Dig on stream? No. I've told the story many times. I cheated with the Dig. I played it years ago, like as a kid when it first came out. But somebody found a hack where you literally go from when you're out of space and on the ground, it literally took you from the first screen to the end screen. And I counted that as a completed game. All right. She swears to leave witchcraft, to resist the temptations of Satan and return to proper ways and observances. You spend the rest of the day instructing her as best you can, then take her to your camp and watch over her during the dangerous nighttime hours. However, she seems steadfast in her repentance. You urge her to go to Lübeck and there seek out either a priest or abbess and ask repentance. She promises this once more. The next day you part, each on separate paths. You feel a lift to your spirits, a sense of favor and well-being from a task well done. Does this affect my fame? No. So if I go to Lübeck, can we meet her? I haven't played a real playthrough yet. So those are our options. I wonder if by not like selecting the witch meeting date, if it was unlocked or if it's still going to happen. Let's go to the church. We're going to the church. Let's see if she actually came. Can you? Priest explains that the next mass will be a tourist. He's continue talking. His only news is so trivial you immediately forget it. Alright, well, no. We can load that. Okay, let's go back to Witch. Okay, so the formulas might be good. Reveal the time and place of the witch cult's next high Sabbath. Honestly, I really want to see story. Like, I want to see these events unfold. And I feel like this is the best opportunity for us to see something if we travel to this location. The question is, it's not in town, it's near the town, which worries me. So I'm going to make a safety save. Sabbath? I'm going to take this. May 25th, south of Goslar. May 25th, south of Goslar. So here we are. Goslar is over here. It's April 12th. We have to get south of Goslar. We have to go south of Goslar by May 25th. That's what you would have picked as well. Aha. So we're going to take the road because, yes, you do travel faster on the road. We are kind of in need of rest, though. Oops. Travel elsewhere, please. is April 14th, so we still got time. Okay, Goslar. So we're gonna go right here, and we're gonna camp. So, Ebbard, relax. Hans, regain strength. Gunter, you need to guard. And you need to regain strength. Spend the day. Alright, now you need to guard as well. And Hans and Gretchen and Gunter can relax. Alright, risk is 3. Let's guard. Risk is 5. I think 8 is probably the max. What's the date? Today's April 18th. Ah, shoot. The time spent by Aber guarding the camp pays off. In the morning, he spots a party of bandits headed your way. They must suspect someone is in the area and they're investigating. Decide to leave. Let's just leave. Ahead, you see a few heavy wagons moving slowly along the road. Merchant caravan. Yeah. Okay. This game could be a 25 stream game, really. Would not complain at all if that happens, but it's a big commitment. Well, the problem is that I feel like I'm playing the game wrong half the time. I don't know if that makes sense. But I feel very... The 20th. Suddenly a band of ragged but determined bandits leave from ambush, letting drop your weapons or die. Let's... I don't know. Can we talk our way out of this? With the ringing halt bellow, Gretch shouts, "What's going on here?" Then a virtuoso display of commanding presence. She succeeds in completely intimidating the bandits until they feel lucky to be allowed to leave before you consign them to some unimaginable horrible fate. Well, they believe me, is all Gretch says to explain her surprising performance. Oh, look at that. She talked her way out of it. You can talk your way out of fights. You just have to have the right person. I mean, it's not guaranteed it'll happen all the time, but... this game has a high entry point for cognitive load for sure, but after you master the feeling of satisfaction... Yeah! In the distance, well off the beaten path, you sense a modest sod hut. Oh no. This is where we fought wolves last time. Should we walk up and knock on the door? Oh, I can save. Let's knock on the door. A blonde woman leans out a window of the hut. "Be gone, travelers. I want no visitors." She screeches and slams the shutter closed. You storm the hut and batter your way inside. Use an alchemical potion to destroy the hut and drive her out. Is this another witch? Let's just leave. You know what? Let's not risk it. There are no biscuits worth our risk. All right, we are walking in a field. We still got until what, May 25th? Okay, we're pretty close to Goslar, actually. Let's rest. Yeah, risk is 0. Hans regains strength. Gretchen regains strength. Do you remember how far you got in this game in terms of like the story? Did you actually do some pretty epic things? Like, what's an example of something epic that you did in this game? Guard. Yo, Crazy Nut. Roast beef? It's spoiler territory? I mean, if you fought a dragon, you can say you fought a dragon. I know there's dragons. One.
In this roast beef sandwich.
1 for 4. I mean, 0 for 4? Or 0 for 1? 0 for 2?
Meat in this roast beef sandwich.
Hey! Hey! 50%. Crazy Nut. Good job. Talon recommending Mysterious Song as a hidden gem DOS game. Mysterious Song? I've heard of Mysterious Island. I don't think I've heard of Mysterious Song. Interesting. So much to talk about beef and cheddar. I know what I'm getting for lunch tomorrow. Leather soup! Get a meat mountain! Just do it. Do it. Go get a meat mountain. Just live a little. Just live. Live! What's the point? What's a meat mountain? I'm glad you asked. A meat mountain, if you go to Arby's, a meat mountain. Okay, so I don't know if it's all locations, but it is a secret item menu that you can get from Arby's. If you ask for a meat mountain, it is every single meat they sell on a sandwich, on the sandwich. It's every single meat. It's all the meats. Whatever they sell, except fish. But they do put in chicken fingers. Got 2 chicken fingers. I've had it on stream. It was for Save and Raid. I've eaten 3 save. For charity, I ate 3 meat mountains. Not at the same time, but over the course of a period. Which reminds me, I have to go back to Arby's and buy some sandwiches or Save and Raid. And I'm still here. It's got high sodium, but honestly, it's not as big a sandwich. It does have a lot of calories. It's basically if you eat the sandwich, don't eat anything else for the rest of the day. I plan my day around that sandwich and my meal. I don't eat anything afterwards or before it. I eat that meal and I'm done. 1,200 calories in one sandwich. Yeah, it's 1,200. It's a lot. It's a lot. And it's very high. It's not even so much the calories. It's the sodium. There's a lot of sodium in that sandwich. But you're getting turkey. You're getting corned beef. You're getting roast beef. You're getting bacon. You're getting chicken fingers. You're getting 2, maybe 3 types of cheese. Google Arby's Meat Mountain. You'll see a picture of it. Hey, Burbank Bobcat, hello, welcome. You fought dragons and demons, stormed bad guy castles. I've done that. Fought witches and I fought witches. I'm trying to weave throughout major, small, possible major plot. That's not so bad. I fought a demon too. And I already knew about dragons. So, Necrotoaster, you haven't spoiled anything. You have to ask them. And just don't go through a drive-thru because it takes like 10 minutes to make one. You don't want to make that poor person who's making it have to do it through a drive-thru. And don't forget to ask for a Diet Coke. Roast beef, turkey, ham, brisket, steak, corned beef. I don't know. It feels like brisket wasn't there. For a lot of one of the things that I was worried about when I ate it was that you would just taste nothing because there's just so many different types of meat. But I was able to taste the turkey. I was able to taste the corned beef. I think the corned beef was the strongest. Corned beef, the turkey, the chicken tender is very, 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 very obviously there. All right, we'll go. If you eat half now and half later, it's no different than a Big Mac. It's honestly no different than eating two sandwiches. If you happen to eat two sandwiches at a McDonald's or something, if you're kind of a bigger boy or gal, and you eat, two sandwiches may be part of your norm, it's no different. But it is kind of like, the only thing is that because it's a bigger sandwich, it's about like this big. Like you have to crush it and squish it into your mouth. So that might cause some looks from people going, hey, what are you doing? I prefer big and tall, please. Sorry. My apologies. My apologies. I did not mean to offend. You encounter a small group of refugees. Men and women trudge along with their clothes, all with their clothes and household goods on their backs. Some are staggering from sickness. A few are on litters. Even the children struggle wearily. You give them 18 groschen and 4 pennies. Phew. So you as a doctor, you prescribe this Meat Mountain experience is what I'm hearing. Oh yes, I am a real certified doctor, and I am telling you, go eat on Arby's Meat Mountain. Hell, go to your KFC and then eat a bucket of chicken with it. Yes, and then go to Taco Bell. Buy it all on a Tuesday and get Taco Tuesday. Save $1. 18 groschen is a lot of money. You know what? I can't. They're kind of sick. Oh, I feel bad. The refugees are pathetically grateful. The plague has destroyed our village. Only we survived, and then by fleeing, says the leader. You see how sick they are and wonder if they have indeed survived. For all your aid, they bless your name and promise to pray for you. The virtuous glow of Christian charity makes the entire world seem a better place as you journey onward. Yeah. Oh. Oh. You're still... Come on, man. Well, there's Goslar, and it is April 30th. We have until the 25th. My question is... Was it south of town? South of Goslar? This is Braunschweig. The ducal residence of Brunswick. Wait, no, this isn't where I wanted to go. Where's Goslar? Goslar South. I'll eat these items while soaking in a bathtub. You should. Bathtub full of... Well, here's the thing. And I know we're all joking. Here's the thing with the Meat Mountain. The bread could be better. The bread, I feel like it's not able to withstand... I don't know, maybe because it was just the 3 times I've had it, but every time I've had that sandwich, the bread seems to fall apart. Like it can't handle the scope of what it's holding in its bread hands. It's just, it can't do it. It just falls. So that's my only complaint with the sandwich. We need a more efficient delivery mechanism. We have it. What they use in a shawarma or pita bread. But or similar to what Clarissa said about the ancient hamburger, just dig a hole in a bun, in a big old bun, and just shove the meat in there like a stuffing. Oh my god, that is the best way to do it. That's the best way. All right, we have to enter the gate because of the. There we go. McDonald's size and quality is shrinking, not worth it. Better to go in a good restaurant and have good quality for your money instead. I hear that a lot. I feel like just because of the amount of business they do, McDonald's, I mean, you know what you're getting. You know why you're going to McDonald's. You're not going there for fine dining. You're going there because you're hungry and you want to eat something that is going to be made within a reasonable amount of time and doesn't cost as much as other options. Although I feel like McDonald's is kind of dropping the ball on that when it comes to affordability in the food. But for the most part, like they have to they kind of do have to maintain like consistency between locations with the food they make, right? So I feel like you're not going to go too wrong with eating from McDonald's. Sure, it could be. I mean, in Canada, it's not bad. It's not as bad. But yeah, you know exactly what you're paying for. You're not going there for the health. Make your own food. I go there to eat my feelings, which is a lot. There are special burger places that serve yummy fast food burgers and much higher quality. They do. Of course they do. But if you want higher quality, you're going to have to spend more money. And with the way things are, like just going on like McDonald's itself, for a Big Mac combo in Canada, it's like close to $8 maybe, $9. And that's on the cheap end. But if you want something actually good without a side and a drink, you're looking at $15 to $16. When you can buy a full meal for $8, and you're looking at something which is definitely better, yes, but you have to pay double that amount when you could probably get two combos, and you could just eat it and be like, it's in my belly and I feel full as opposed to satisfied. I guess you might as well go with the cheaper alternative. Hey there, Manfred. Other than the $5 meal, it's expensive now, so the quality went way up. A decade ago, you couldn't microwave a thing without turning to rubber. Now it's no big deal. It is, yeah. I guess in a way you're right. I have had to microwave quite a few burgers, and I gotta say, yeah, McDonald's. It's not great. Anything you're microwaving is not going to taste great, but it's not so terrible. I can only justify with coupons, yeah, or points. Yeah, points. Like if you buy like coffee or something from McDonald's, which admittedly in Canada, coffee in Canada is not bad. It's pretty good. It's all right. But we collect points and then you get free fries. Which, by the way, I just want to say for anyone in Canada, if you were in the McDonald's points ecosystem, you must be as mad as I am when it used to cost 4,000 points or 6,000 points to get a large order of French fries, and now you can't get that. There used to be 4,000 points for a large fry, and then they changed it because they realized that was probably the best deal you could get for a large order of French fries. McDonald's French fries are pretty good when they're hot, and they crapped on that. that deal. I'm so mad they did that because you could get a legit order French. We always used to get it with the coffee. You get a free order French fries because you buy a couple of rounds of coffee, you have enough points to get a free large French fries on your next order. But they changed it, and it's like, no, you can't do that anymore because we figured out that you guys have been abusing that. It's like, oh, come on. I don't care much about health since I want to enjoy my single lifetime before the Grim Reaper, who doesn't care about health, gets to me. Well, I mean, yeah, true, but you also don't want to suffer in your final days in case it is health related. You also do want to, like, you know, be as active as you can, even into your later years. Hey there, Kirby. How's it going? It's good to see you. They'll never be good if you let them get cold. No, McDonald's fries are the worst if they get cold. McDonald's is competitive with Tim Hortons on coffee. I don't know where you are. I don't know if they have a coffee time near you, but lately Coffee Time's coffee's been pretty good. Although it's more expensive. But McDonald's is not selling coffee to make money. McDonald's is selling coffees for you to get in to buy the other stuff. That's why they can charge $1 for a small coffee and $1.50 for a large. They don't care about the coffee. The coffee, I mean, they do care that people drink good coffee, but that's not why. It's like the Costco hot dog for them. For them, they can afford to sell it at a loss, as opposed to like Coffee Time or Tim Hortons, which sells it for like $2.50 or something. Let's see here. It is May 3rd. We have until May 25th to find this location. You got jelly beans? I'm doing well. I had Werther's, but it's gone now. At 80, I'll be all about eating crap food and hard drugs. Until then, that's a plan. Sounds like a plan. You can be healthy and still eat McDonald's if you're getting your calories. You can, yes. But, I mean, there are things like, I guess when we get into the concept of like the fats and the sodium, there's only so much you can do to offset that. I mean, yes, if you eat a balanced diet, yes, you can definitely survive on McDonald's, I guess. All right. We are here for a reason. South of Goslar, there is an event, and we have to wait. The question is, I've never had to do this before, so I don't exactly understand what you need to do. I don't even exactly know where you're supposed to go. Finding Witch. That's our save. Everyone's got health. We've got our armor. We'll just go. Is that it? Is that it? Oh shit, there's a bunch of shit here. I mean, stuff. There's this. This might be it. Or this. This looks like a mine. But this might be where the event is being held. Okay. It's May 4th. Far off, you hear the tantara of a hunting horn, followed by the distant baying of hounds. Who would be out hunting with a pack of dogs at night? The sound grows closer and becomes more eerie until you realize that they are not mortal hounds, nor is it a mortal trumpet. It must be the wild hunt called down on you by the amenity of the witches. This time you're in luck. The sounds fade and you remain undiscovered, but no doubt it will catch you soon. The Wild Hunt. The Wild Hunt? I still remember the first time I saw the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt trailer. I also have not played The Witcher 3, but I remember the first time I saw the Witcher 3 trailer and I saw that dude in the helmet going, White Wolf or something like that. It was very cool. But I don't know what the wild. I guess the wild hunt is some kind of giant hunt in this game. The wild hunt. Okay. It is nighttime. I've played a couple of hours of The Witcher 3. You should restart it. You should. I have not played Witcher 3. Now that I got the new computer, which by the way, I forgot to mention, I also did install the drivers on Windows 10. And they seem to work. Granted, the fact that the video card's sitting on top of the motherboard, which is on top of a box, plugged in is not the most it's not the best way to store that a game, but still I did download the driver. As someone who is not used to newer, like a video card of this type, I guess not this type, are you supposed to use when you install the NVIDIA driver, are you supposed to use the extra software? Because I never use the software. Like, I use the device driver, and it has the control panel, and that's it. But are you supposed to use the other thing too? The NVIDIA app or whatever it's called. I guess it used to be called GeForce Experience. Are you supposed to use that in order to get like the better, I don't know, the unlock the DLSS and stuff? It depends. You don't on your machine, but your son does. But are you supposed to have that running in order to get those unlocked options? The app is for downloading updates. Oh, I just use it for I mean, if I'm going to update it, I'll just use, what was it, DDU or device driver uninstaller, or not device driver, display driver uninstaller, and then install it manually. If you make an account, you can sometimes get bonus content for games you own. You can control DLSS inside the game that supports it. Okay, so I don't need that then. Okay. I'm still on a 1080 Ti, so I'm still using the 1080 Ti, so I don't know how the new cards work anymore. It sucks you have to make an account to use the app now. Oh, so then I'm not using the app then. Okay. So that clears it. Cutthroats. It's just thieves. Yo, by the way, hello Galtep. I honestly don't know if that's even necessary in Windows 10. I haven't had any driver conflicts so far. I just thought that you need it for like certain advanced options that NVIDIA has. Like, I don't know how DLSS and whatever else they have, Reflex. I don't know how any of their new things work if you need to use that actual app. You were on a GTX 1060 until it fried. 2018 Kiev. Oh, really? I'm still using I bought it in 2018, I think. It's a GTX 1080 Ti. Still runs great. But I need it for streaming, and I need to start multi-streaming. You can use the app without an account. Oh, can you? When you remove the card, it wipes the drivers? Well, it doesn't really wipe the drivers. It's just that there's nothing for the drivers to associate with, so they don't get used, but they're still there. But I use a software called Display Driver Uninstaller. I think it's what it is, DDU, which you have to boot in safe mode. It basically cleanly removes your drivers in case of any conflicts or any issues that arise. I've been using it for years, and I really like it. It's a great way for me to reinstall drivers without any issues. The only thing is that you have to disconnect your internet. So I just unplug my Ethernet connection because one of the things that happens is whenever I remove the driver, whenever I restart Windows, it tries to auto detect the driver and starts auto updating. You don't want that to happen, so I just disconnect the Ethernet cable and then just let it do its thing and then uninstall the new driver. The control panel is everything. I use the control panel. Yeah, it's pretty good. All right, let's attack them. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 bandits. Anyone behind us? No. All right, 4 bandits. We can handle this. I'm going to move you all here. All right. Hubbard. Why didn't you make the hair colors and outfits look different? Because it was the first thing. I didn't know how to do any of it. I just took the default party and rolled with it. I guess when you make a custom party, you can change their look and everything. But like 3 of the 4 people look exactly alike. Hey, you don't know. They're all Hans, Gunther, and Gretchen are brother and sister. They're triplets. They're the Gretel twins. Triplets. No surrender. No surrender. Into attack. Oh, he's gone. That man got Thanos snapped. Got him. We got 2 groshens and 5 pennies in that. I added them in a wacky way. I honestly don't remember how I started this. It looks like the DLSS override is in the app but not in the control panel. So I do have to use the app. Yikes. Okay, so I should probably the app. You can play around the cosmetics later. Yeah. I mean, will we do a second run? Maybe we won't have to. What if this is the run? It's a one and done. We don't need to do any better. What if it turns out this group becomes the greatest set of adventurers in Darklands history? Can you believe it? I can. All right, we got some money. The new card has been pretty good this far. There's a Kirabuli and a Kirabuli. Yes, there's a vital for your torso and leg for your leg piece. So this is the body. This is like your chest, and this is for your lower legs. I think because they're spelled differently. Cuirboulilli. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe because it's a leg piece, it's got a feminine ending. Maybe this is like a feminine, masculine, feminine. I don't know. I don't know. Impact weapons change from 26 to 28. Impact weapons change from 69 to 73. Aw. And we won. The thieves lie motionless at your feet. You feel strangely content, as if a higher power intended to meet such a fate. All right. So the card has been pretty good so far. The 5070 Ti is a pretty big bump from your regular 1080. You're liking it so far. The thought of that weird 3 cable adapter with the weird cable. So that was my biggest problem, was that 5070 Ti cable, because it's so bizarre that it's not so much the video card but power supply. Like, if the intention is, because you have a 12 pin that splits into 2 8 pins, which is okay, fine, whatever, that is what it is. But the power supply makers, they're like, we're going to give you 8 pins that split into 2 8 pins. So you have one single 8 pin coming from the power supply unit into 2 separate 8 pins. So I'm like, oh, so all I have to do is split these, take that single cable and connect it to the 8 pin into the 12 pin. That's what makes sense in my brain. But no, luckily, was it the people that made the video card? Yeah, they put a little note. I think it was them. They left a note that said, you must not use a single cable to connect to the one that goes from the 8 to 12 pin. You cannot use a single cable. You must use 2 independent cables. And I was like very confused. Like, wait, why? I don't understand. But yeah, you're not supposed to use that same cable. That one cable that goes from the power supply, you don't use the split. You have to use 2 separate cables. And it's like, I had to like look up 3 different videos to get confirmation on that, because I was like, wait, why would you even offer this option if people are going to make this mistake? I get that maybe it's for other circumstances, but given the fact that there's so much in the news about video cards like melting from the connectors because the power output is not able to handle the 12 pin, the 50 series like requirement properly, it feels like they need to do a bit more. Like, they should have dedicated cables that are not split into 2. They should be like split from everything else, and they should have clearly marked, these two cables are just for your video card, and they must not be used for anything else. It's not distributing the load evenly. Yeah, that's the thing. That's what I mean. But there's no indicator unless you actually look at the so there's 2 reasons like these things are blowing out. It's one, they're not being seated properly into the video card, like the clips aren't being put in properly, and the other is that people are making that mistake of using one cable for that dongle, because it looks like, oh, the power supply is giving me a cable that splits into 2, and the video card has a cable that goes from the video card and splits into 2. They're both 8 pin, so we just connect them, and that makes sense. No, it doesn't make sense. You're not supposed to do that, apparently. It's very annoying. As someone who's going from a 1080 Ti, and the toughest thing about hooking that up was like not making sure that your fingers didn't get like you didn't break your skin from inserting the 6 pin properly, because it's like all messed up. Did I save? I'm just putting a 2 there just in case. You wander through the wilderness. You notice a darkness over the land that you've not seen before. The trees aren't dead. Investigate. Oh! Your party splits up and combs the land for clues as to what has taken place here. Slowly but surely, don't call me Shirley, you find the evidence: a severed finger, a stone knife with dried blood on the blade, goats' hooves. Goats' hooves and horns. All these things point to the possibility of foul witchcraft. As you wander through the wilderness here, you notice a darkness over the land that you had not seen before. The trees aren't dead. Oh, this is a reset. So, I guess we have to wait till the 25th. So this is the location. What's that? Is that a castle? May 5th. I think we have some time. Looking across a dark cultivated valley, you see a vast... Looking across a dark cultivated valley, you see a vast castle keep standing on an open knoll. You decide... Whoops. You decide to bravely approach the gate, where you politely ask admittance to see the castle lord. Pause and talk to the peasant farmers. Yeah. The farmers bow and nod politely, impressed but frightened by your appearance and self-confidence. Despite her best efforts, Gretch is unable to get any useful information except for the name of this place, Walkenried. They will never see us. We have no name. Yeah, we have a 9. I just avoid this NVIDIA plug by going with AMD now. Still uses 2 8 pins. So I was gonna go with AMD. I was going because it's cheaper. It is still cheaper to get a 9070 XT than it is a 5070 Ti. But I was looking long term with streaming. Gaming, not so much. I have bought AMD before. Well, I haven't bought AMD. I used to use AMD. I had a relative that used to work for ATI, so I would get cards for free. So like the Radeon 9700 back in its heyday. Oof. Can you imagine getting that for free? But yeah, for streaming, I've been trying to look at videos with regards to streaming and ATI cards or AMD cards, and only now are people like now saying, yes, finally, it's actually good enough to stream with. I'm like, oh, okay, that's good. But I think the consensus is still that NVIDIA's codec for streaming is still superior to AMD's. It's still supposed to be. And the newer cards now have the chip on the card itself. So you stick with NVIDIA mostly for an NVIC? Yeah. NVIC is still supposed to be better from what I've seen. Streaming encoder is better on NVIDIA or even better on Intel's Arc. Arc is better for streaming. Like you gotta like take the monkey's paw here. You want better streaming or worse performing games? Or not as good games? And I think now with the announcement with DLSS 4.5, so there was a clip that was put out by Digital Foundry about AMD, and I think the question was, were someone who owns an AMD card, they're like, was I wrong to buy an NVIDIA card? I mean, buy an AMD card because of the way things are with the AMD DLSS 4.5. And they were like talking about it and they're saying, no, you still have a quality card. The problem is, I think the biggest problem they're seeing is AMD's stance on legacy support, because even now, NVIDIA supports the 1080 series cards. The Turing, is it Turing? They still support it with patches, with driver updates. It's still like getting updates this many years. Whereas AMD decided not to use FSR 4 on anything from 2022 or something and prior. So it feels like in terms of legacy support, NVIDIA has better support than AMD. So that's another reason. Because if I buy this card, at least I know I'll still get driver support. You're still on Turing? Yeah. You can still get driver support for your Turing card, which is crazy given the fact that it's 5 series now, probably mid-generation of 5 series, probably going to 6 series, and only now they're talking about discontinuing GTX 10 series support. Only now. I mean, yeah. In that regard too, AMD kind of dropped the ball on that. AMD cuts off support faster, but the driver is open source so people can do things themselves. Yeah, but tell that to the regular gamer, right? Tell that to the average user. Is the average user going to try and trouble themselves to go through and look for open source drivers? No. No. I look for open source drivers for my sound card. I use a sound card. I use a Creative X5 Titanium, which clearly, but that's like an extreme example. Most people don't do that. They're going to look at this and go, I didn't get the support I wanted. And they look at NVIDIA, which is still giving out support this many years later. And I was like, okay, I'll just buy that next time. I mean, is the support great? No. Is their support great? No. Because you can tell clearly these drivers are geared towards later series cards. Whereas 1080 cards and whatnot, they're not really supported. I mean, they work, but there's no fixes specific for those cards, right? But yeah. I don't know. I'm just talking out my butt now. Just leave. We got ads starting, our final ad break. We got one more box to look at. I don't think it's a game Mac will want to play. But I have been wrong. I have been wrong. You had the Sound Blaster Audigy player back then? I have a Sound Blaster card right now. It's a Titanium X5 because it has optical in, so I can capture what you're listening to right now. Well, not no, not this, but the Yamaha. The Yamaha has optical or Toslink. I have a USB Sound Blaster X5 HD. I got in like 2008 and just stopped being supported. You know what I bought, Crunchy Snacker? $30 off of Amazon. I don't know if this works. I'll show it during the ad. Oh, you don't have a $30. I don't know if it works. I'll find out when I hook it up. I have to pull out the sound card. But this is apparently a USB sound card. So this is the disc with the driver on it. I just got it in the mail like 4 days ago. It has Toslink, which is what I need. Is that official? Hell no. This is like $30 from some Chinese seller off of Amazon. No, this is not official. This is officially risky, but I'll try anything because I'm hitting a limit with the sound card. All right, 20 seconds till ad starts, and we'll show you the final box for today's stream. The Terra Nova game looks really cool. You should play it. Play Galatep. It's great. It's so sus. I saw some videos on YouTube. They look like they're good. All right, ad break. We'll stop here. Ad break. We'll see you after the ad break. For those of you who are not subscribed, you're not going to miss anything from the game. But for those of you who are subscribed, we're going to look at one more box. This is a game I don't think Mac was going to play, but he might. But I haven't played it myself, so I don't know if it's any good. But if you like point and clicks, This might be good. And you like children's games, this might be good. It is Pepper's Adventures in Time from the Sierra Discovery series of American history for ages 8 and up. Pepper. Adventures in Time. That's Benjamin Franklin. I don't know what that is. Is that a dog? I don't know. Is that Rig? Point and click scare me more than RPGs? Mac. Come on. Come on. There it is. Ads start playing. Yep. I don't know if you can hear me clear, so but that's unfortunately how it works. There's the side of it. Challenge your mind and imagination. You had no idea this existed and I got a lot of Sierra. Yeah, so this is part of the same vein as EcoQuest. It has this I forgot that other one. But yeah, they had that same branding of Discovery series. Is there more? You have EcoQuest 1 and 2. Yeah, so this is another one, Pepper's Adventures in Time. What do you get in the box? I don't know actually what's in this box. I got this as part of a lot sale, so I don't know exactly what's in here. I don't know if it's even complete, honestly. Oh, shoot. I've never actually... I don't think I really looked inside here before. There's the discs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 floppy disks for MS-DOS and Windows 3.1. Windows 3 Plus. We'll look at this later. The Sierra Discovery series, Pepper's Adventures in Time. What will Pepper's Adventures in Time teach you? Learn about the life of Benjamin Franklin. Discover life in colonial America. Ooh, I've never played this game. It's interesting. Your EcoQuests have your name written on them? Oh, really? Nice. Very nice. You see, I got this on a lot sale. Until I got these in the lot sale, I never even knew these existed. As with all games of the Sierra Discovery series, Pepper's Adventures in Time was designed to entertain your child. Huh. Interesting. Has a questionnaire. Multimedia world. Clinton goes interactive. The generic Sierra game manual. I should play this. And finally, Pepper's Adventure in Time, The Life and Times of Ben Franklin. I've never seen this before. Wow. Okay, so it is the game manual. Okay. Teeth. Eye. Whoa, I should use these as emotes. If your head is wax, don't walk in the sun. The Life of Benjamin Franklin, American hero. Well, it's got a timeline at the bottom. Oh, wow. Wow. Huh. Very cool. There you go. There it is. There's Pepper. That is our final game for today's ad break. That is Pepper's Adventures in Time. There you go. Maybe one day, Mac, you'll play it. And then you'll be like, I'm suddenly a fan of point-and-click adventures. I didn't know what I was doing this whole time with my life. Oh, very nice, Clarissa. Losing Linux Mint. Nice, nice, nice. I can't wait until SteamOS becomes like fully available for desktops. And maybe I wouldn't mind switching over to that. But then again, it's still I still play games that use kernel level anti-cheat. So, and now the thing that's kind of worrying me is, eventually they're gonna say, "Oh, you can't use Windows 10. You gotta use Windows 11." I'm like, I don't want to use Windows 11. I hate it. You're waiting for SteamOS as well? You love it on the Steam Deck? I'll admit, I don't use the Steam Deck that often. But it's a quality OS. I don't know what to do. Oh, shit. Okay, I keep going back into it. I guess you don't press spacebar to kill time. It's May 13th. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Where are you going? Oh, I thought this is like live for the passage of time. Never mind. You switched over to Linux a few months ago, but it was a bit clunky to start, but not regretting it. In gaming with Steam and Heroic has been your basiest part, honestly. Oh, has it? I mean, I wouldn't mind it, but okay. You can't speak for streaming setup. So Mike switched over to Linux. I don't know what kind of Linux he fractal my mic. He switched over to Linux from Windows recently. I don't know how I think he's been okay with it, but he did say he was having some growing pains getting adjusted to Linux with streaming. But I think, what was his issue? I think certain pieces of software that he used wasn't working, that were Windows based. I actually also don't know if Mix It Up has a Linux client or not. There. After spending time again with Windows 98, I feel like Windows just kept adding shit we don't need for 27 years. Just give me Windows 98 with security updates. I mean, you could do Windows 10 with the aren't there like different iterations of Windows 10 or 11 that are basically like intended for like bare bones like industry or something, but they have like almost nothing on them? Whoa. As you move through a quiet remote valley, you see an old bearded man in ragged leathers tending a fire. You go over and meet him, or ignore him and continue your travels. IoT or LTSC. Yeah. But I mean, those have some trade-offs, right? Windows 10 LTSC is good for 10 years. But there's some trade-offs why people shouldn't like be embracing that version of Windows 10. There's something that's not part of the standard experience. I haven't used it, but I've heard that there's a reason. Software may not support it. Oh. The only thing I remember is that you can't use the Microsoft Store anymore or something. Who the F even uses it? Me. I use the Microsoft Store because I still have the Microsoft Store is whenever they discontinue Forza Horizon, they put it super cheap. But before they put it on Steam, it was only available in the Microsoft Store. So I have like Forza Horizon 4 and 5 maybe that were super cheap. The other game is Halo Wars 2, the complete edition, which they put on sale like one time for like $15 or $10. It was super cheap and I bought it. But that game is not available on Steam. You can't get it anywhere else but the Microsoft Store. And on Xbox, a physical copy is kind of expensive for the complete edition. So, I use it, yes. I use the Microsoft Store. Yeah. And sometimes you gotta download your weather app. Let's meet this man. At first he's unfriendly, but eventually you draw him out. He is Lewis, a hermit. You offer to share your food with him in exchange for his wisdom. You consider imposing by staying just one day, so everyone can gain a little religious training. Everyone can pray with him to regain divine favor. I already got max divine favor. He can teach Ebert about a new saint. So, Necro, would it be advantageous? I mean, I guess it's random what the saint is, but right now with this party makeup, Ebert's the only person that can pray to the saint. Is it better to make Ebert get a new saint, or should I put it to someone else? Because Ebert can heal someone. There's no guarantee we'll get a saint that can heal. But if you do happen to get a second saint that can heal, I can save. Okay. Apple enforces using the Microsoft Store to download iTunes. They no longer ship the standalone exe. No, they don't. Although, wait, that's not. I don't know. Because I downloaded Night. That's that all-in-one packager, so you can download a bunch of applications and when you install whatever apps you want. One of them is iTunes. So I don't know if that goes through the Windows Store or not. You still use the iTunes exe installer. It's not easy to find. I have it. Maybe I used it through the Microsoft Store, but maybe you can find it on archive. Okay, so Ebert, he has this many saints. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 40 heal. 8, 12, 3. So no one can heal except Ebert. Uh-oh. Gunter, our biggest heavy hitter, has the highest heals next to Ebert. That's so sad. I don't know. Well, we saved. So let's mess around with this. Let's actually see. Let's do Hans. The hermit indeed knows much about the saints, including one who is almost unknown to you. His stories are very enlightening. The next day you part good friends. You wish him good luck and he wishes the same to you. Oh, was it Hans? Saint Godhard. A strict disciplinarian who traveled to reform some monasteries. He rose steadily through the ranks. He heals a good amount of endurance. Oh my god. He increases read, write, and Latin by a great amount. He heals a good amount of endurance and can prevent travel disasters such as avalanches and blizzards. But I picked it on a dude who doesn't know. I just picked him at random. Oh no. Save. Goodhard? I forgot his name. Saint Goodhard? Saint Goodhard? I don't know if that's his name. He's not very friendly. Oh my god. You can't even get that done. Oh no. Even that's RNG? I can't even beat him. Wow. Old Man Saint. So it rolled it back to before you even met him. Okay. So is there a god of good RNG? I don't know. There's a save game limit? Oh, I have no doubt. I have no doubt. I'm going to ride that. I'm going to ride it though until we hit that limit. It was Gunter, right? He has the best heal. Saint John Nepomuchin, nemesis of King Wenceslas IV, finally tortured and killed by him. Increases streetwise by a small amount, charisma and intelligence by a modest amount, and speak common by a very great amount. Can enhance local reputation in Prague and Bohemia. What? Get out of here with this. I don't want this. Who cares about freaking... What? What is this? Are you telling me I put an excellent Doom by save scumming? No, I saved after getting Goodhard, but I put it on Hans. Hans has like 4 heals? He has terrible. Okay. Oh, did I load? What just happened? Oh man, this is just gonna be one of those days. I mean, there were like a bajillion saints. I think we lucked out that first time by getting... Oh, no, he doesn't want to talk to us. Why is everything... Old Man Saint? Come on, man, talk to us. Come on, man. Talk to us. Please. Maybe the music changed. That'll help. Old man saint. Son of a bitch. So either I oh my god. He won't talk to us. What's going on? Does the game have some kind of inbuilt save scumming prevention? What's going on here? What is the roll on this? Like, this is terrible RNG. This man does not want to talk to us. You turn in your winning lotto ticket for 20 more losing tickets? It's like that scene when Homer does blackjack. It's like 19, hit me. 20, hit me. 21, hit me. 22. Oh. 22. Everyone can gain a little religious training. The thing is, I want to try out these different options, but the thing is, just to talk to him is so difficult. What does this mean, can gain a little religious training? Does that mean you can boost your existing stats? What is religious training in this case? Oh, here, religious. Okay. Who are the saints that he can pray to? So we don't have the one that he got, what Hans got. He may train a person based on their stats. But would it be in this area, or would it be in this column? Well, this column or this column? I feel like it'll do something here, which I kind of need this to go up. Well, actually, maybe not. This could be for... The prayer is... The prayer on the spell is what dictates the heal, I believe. So, would that be your ability to... How religious... Well, you need the manual. When you pray to a saint, is it dependent upon religion or your heal skill? Religious training. This represents a character's knowledge of the church, its institutions, organizations, and procedures. It indicates a growing knowledge of various prayers and observances. This is general knowledge, independent of any specific saint. Okay. Healing. This represents a character's skill at healing, training, treating, and dressing wounds. This is everyday practical knowledge, not a magical healing power. The rate at which characters regain strength while resting depends on the single highest healing skill in the party. So this is for healing at camps and in inns. So what dictates the strength of a heal? I'm looking for... Because when you pray to a saint... You you have a baseline and you increase the amount based on the yellow line on the right. And it increases the chance of a successful heal. Or success, failure, or success, depending on what you're praying to. Like, I can show it here. So if you pray for more, so your success rate is 50%. That's the baseline. You have divine favor 59. So, which is weird because I have 99 here. But you pray for more and you increase the favor chance. You increase the chance of success when you pray. So in the case of Ebbard, when he's doing that, he's I want to be able to increase my chance of success at base and also not use as much of my divine favor when I'm trying to heal because he's the only one that can heal. So my question is, how do you what do you increase in this case? Is it religion doesn't seem to be the one. General knowledge is religious training. This represents a character's knowledge of the church, its institutions, organization, and procedures. It also indicates a growing knowledge of various prayers and observe. Ooh, maybe. So maybe if you do look up virtue, this represents the acceptability of a character's actions based on the norms of the age and the general structures of the church. Good God. Okay, divine favor, page 46. Divine favor is kind of a holy credit, which a character uses when asking a saint for aid. DF ranges from a minimum of 0 to a maximum of 99. A prayer to a saint reduces that character's DF. The new lore amount is noted when you view information about a saint. Certain despicable actions may cause a character to lose a certain amount of divine favor. Be wary of acting too evil. It may influence your ability to call saintly aid. In some cases, the maximum allowable DF may also be reduced to something less than 99. When calling upon a saint, a character must use at least a certain minimum amount of DF. The character may also be limited in the maximum amount of DF that may be used. Regaining DF, Saint Day. There are dozens of different religious art relics. Many of these useful items are in their own right, such as St. Adrian's sword. May provide. If you have a relic, it reduces the cost of using a divine favor. However, most relics require the bearer to have sufficient virtue to gain this advantage. The virtue requirement is frequently high, so only the most virtuous will benefit when invoking a saint. Relics related to Christ or Mary are beneficial when invoking any saints. Automatic attribute and skill benefits. In special cases, a sufficiently virtuous character carrying a relic may see a temporary improvement in attributes and or skills. That's relics. Okay. The religious skill increases the amount of divine favor gained in these instances. Passive recovery, daily management, praying overnight. Virtue, each saint requires. Therefore, it reduces the amount. So it's virtue. Religious and speak Latin. So virtue is the one for a higher success rate. This is Ebbard, right? This virtue is 54. Success 30. She can restore strength and endurance losses. This is the one I use to heal. We have a 30 success on base, and we have 69 remaining. Wait, is this... Yeah. Oh, just using 1 point is 30%. And then it goes up by 1. That's why you're getting the, okay, 99. So it's virtue. So even if I would do religious training, virtue won't be affected. So it's virtue that we have to look at. 19, 19, 25 with a 13 religious. 40 with a 54. So if anyone was to heal, maybe it would be 13 and 25 with Gretchen. I guess Gretchen? What kind of crappy thing did we get this time? Eustace. Oh no. The only Eustace I know is from Courage. Oh crap. Patron saint of hunters and escapes one of the 14 holy helpers. Eustace converted after seeing a stag to riding, a large increase to all weapon skills except impact and flail, and a tremendous increase to woodwise. May speed travel through woods. Whoa, okay, wait, hold on. Actually, hold up. Speeding travel through woods may not be so bad, but let's see. If we were to use all our favor here, we still have a 0 success, 0. So this is like bullshit. This is bullshit. This is absolute horseshit, man. Oh, fuck it, man. Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. As it stands, load a game. Hold on. Saying good hard. Load it. Hans. 84 with a 0 success. Can he even get anything? Jesus Christ. I mean, literally, Jesus Christ, help me. Help me. Help me. Jesus. Because St. Goodheart ain't helping him. So, you're going to have to put everything on Eberhard. Which is a problem because he's only good for one use. Honestly, if we already have a heal spell and he can only do one spell, you might as well jack up or get a little benefit to his religious and see if it helps me with virtue in the long run. Because as it is, it's not great. I mean, this is fine and all, getting this heal spell, but he can't use it. There's no point. What's the point of getting another saint when we can't even use it for anyone? So my only real options are either increase everyone's religious or give Eberhard a skill. If you could ever talk to this guy again. It's hard to pull off backup guys with pre-builds. Yes, you're right. But that's why we did this, is because I would have been lost trying to figure out how to... there's too many factors to take into consideration when making your own custom character that even now I don't understand fully. Oh, I picked the wrong save. Alright, it's getting 25 minutes until the next ad. I want to end the stream before the ad break, and I want to do this fight. So we cannot spend this much time trying to hope for a beneficial... I mean, the odds of us getting something are like limited. Okay. So we can either do a little religious training. Everyone pray with him to regain divine favor, which is irrelevant because everyone's already maxed out. Eberhard. I mean, we can see what this does. Let's see. Let's see. 40 religious, 54 virtue. The hermit's insights into the mysteries of the faith are recording. Some of you feel you really learned something. All right. What did that do? Did anything change? No, it didn't change anything. The hell's the point of that? The first roll you got was probably the best. Yeah, but we used it on the wrong character. In my defense, I don't understand how any of this works. I mean, now I know, really, Ebert is the only one that can use a spell. I don't know what that did. I don't know what praying for everyone's religious thing did. If it did, and I didn't see it, please tell me, because I didn't see anything change. Oh my god. There didn't appear to be any changes. That's good. All right, Ebert, get a new saint. I don't even know who the saints are. Oh shit. Who was the new one? Finian? They can travel on water as though it were land for a period of 1 day. You can travel on water? That's not so bad. And your baseline is 50% on success. Travel on water. It kind of sucks. Peter? Let's see what Peter, if it was Peter. Patron saint of fishermen. He was saved from prison by an angel. Increases strength. Speak common. Well, that's not bad. Strength is our health. Is it? Or endurance? I can't remember. Speak common, Latin. Healing by a good amount. Charisma by a moderate amount. Edge weapons by a large amount. Can aid in prison escapes. Causes temporary loss of half the character's perception. But, oh, this might be the one we got. Because it's... I can't even get a success on this. I'm going to save this. It was Peter. Peter is actually pretty good. Because it gives you healing. It's actually another healing spell. But I can't use it. What is the prerequisite to even use that spell? Well, Eber gave us another. He got another one. Lutgardus. She improves perception and virtue. Charisma by a good amount. She can sometimes levitate people over obstacles. Levitate people over obstacles? The thing is, you can't even do any of this. Like, this is way too high This is way too high for Eber to even use. You need to have the necessary virtue. Yeah, he has the highest of the entire party, and it's not enough. I think he has the highest virtue. At 54. Yeah. This is way too OP. He can't use it. And in this game, you don't increase those stats once you're out. You have to like train or something, right? Alright, anyways. Let's forget it. We have 4 days until this whole thing starts. It's 22. Do you remember the date of when this starts? Is it the 25th? Peter is 58 virtue. It can be improved. So maybe I should do the Peter one. Peter seems like pretty good. Ebert Saint was Peter, right? Strength, speak common Latin, healing. Or it's the healing stat. It's the healing stat, so when you heal in camp or in town, it'll be higher. I wouldn't mind the prison escape thing. You know what? We're sticking with Peter. Whatever. Fuck it. Is actually one of the highest virtues. So, okay, St. Peter. I guess with St. Peter now. We're riding with St. Peter. May 20th. Let's just move around. Let's do this. 22nd. 23rd. Okay, I'm looking at the sun now. It's night. 24.
Go Boston Woo.
Bo Rizzle. Thank you so much for the 57-month resub. Hope you continue to enjoy the streams, ad-free viewing, and the emotes. Go Boston! Said no one sane ever. Go Boston! I think you meant go Boston boo instead of woo. There was a typo there, but it's okay. It's good to see you. I was waiting for the slander. Can't be slander if it's right. May 25th! Here we go. This is it. From the top of a low hill, you see a large clearing in the wilderness ahead, occupied by nearly 100 people. A small stream runs through the southern end of the clearing, and thin strands of wood smoke rise from a vast ring of campfires surrounding the open area. From this distance, it looks like a country fair, except that a palpable aura of evil hangs over the proceedings. You see a steady trickle of travelers on a well-worn path leading to the clearing. Things are well. We're about to engage in some plot. We're about to interrupt a demonic gathering of witches. You seek an encounter with a group of travelers. You enter the fair on your own. Leave the area. What do you mean, seek an encounter with a group of travelers? Can I save? Yeah, witching hour. Seek an encounter with a group of travelers. Enter the fair on your own. Let's seek an encounter. Working your way quickly but quietly down the hill, you arrive at the path ahead of a group of cloaked pilgrims coming up from the south. You then stand and wait in a friendly manner, prepare an ambush. Let's be friends. 4 travelers come up the path toward you. They examine you with suspicious eyes as you stand before them. What would you, travelers? Asks a heavy-set man wearing extravagant red robes. You politely ask what is taking place in the field yonder. Ask politely if you could join them. Say something about enigmatic about seeking darkness. Attack the travelers. Call upon a saint for aid. What does Eric do? And increase the charisma. Pray for the entire party. 55% success. As you try to mutter prayers, but the strangers glance at you with such hostility that Ebert thinks it a better idea to stop. Oh crap! You got interrupted. Ask politely if you could join them. The red-robed figure appears to be the leader of this small band. He looks at you dubiously, saying, "You travel to the fear yonder?" You nod but say nothing further. He and his companions converse quietly among themselves, and you distinctly hear the words "slay them" spoken several times. The robed man opens up his mouth as if to ask you something. Finally he nods. "Come with us," he says. You and your newfound companions follow the path toward one of the many watchfires circling the great field. 4 strangers walk confidently toward a dangerous-looking wolf standing by the fire. One by one, they extend their hands to the wolf's snout. It sniffs each in turn, but it does not react in any way. I feel like I should have attacked those 4 travelers. I feel like if you put your hand, it's gonna bite us. Alright, let's just see what happens. This is like choose your own adventure if this is gonna turn horribly wrong. You realize that you must go through with what you started if you don't want to arouse overwhelming suspicion. Nervously, one by one, you present your hands to the sentry wolf, who sniffs each of you in turn. It has no apparent reaction. Suddenly, the wolf stiffens as it sniffs the hand of Ebert. A low growl escapes its throat, and the fur on its back stands on an end. Travelers eye you warily, and at least one hand furtively steals a weapon. "You are not initiated," the man in red says dangerously. "Why is this?" You reply, "It is for this that we have come. We brought a friend. He's a good cook. But we are all initiated. It is for this we have come." They got to work at 4 a.m. tomorrow? Okay, let's see how this goes. Your response brings dubious looks from your traveling companions. "Has your town no cult officiate sent from the fortress?" asks one. "No," reply, brazening out your lie. The 4 strangers converse among themselves. "Very well," says the man in red. "Make sure you go soon to the initiations." He nods to the wolf, and the beast lets you all pass. The others point vaguely in the direction of the stream, then hurry off to their own business, leaving you in the middle of the field. Make sure you go soon to the initiations. Has your town no cult officiate sent from the fortress? Uh-oh. I think I have to go to another place. Make sure you go soon to the initiations. He nods to the wolf. Oh. You stand in the middle of the field, viewing the activities taking place here. Near the stream at the south of the field, there is a satanic mockery of baptism. To the west, witches are riding broomsticks into the sky. To the north, cooks are preparing a feast for the assemblage. And to the east, a large altar is being pieced together. You wander toward... Oh, Jesus Christ. a shady grove to waste some time, the water ritual, the broom riding, the feast preparation, the altar. Maybe we can sabotage the food. We can sabotage the food. We got 9 minutes until ads start. I cannot let the ads start because I don't want people to wait for another 3 minutes. Okay, we can just see what happens. Go to the feast preparation. There has been a man following you for some time now, a darkly dressed man with a broad-brimmed cap pulled low over his face. You notice him only peripherally at first, but now he steps up to you. You get a good look at his face, and it is not pleasant. Aside from being quite ugly, it is twisted with hatred. I've been watching you, he whispers hoarsely. I think you're up to something. Don't think you can get away with it. You ignore him completely, proclaim your innocence, admit you're up to something. You may want to do it sooner rather than later. Ignore him. You go your way, and he goes his. Beware, your suspicious activities have not gone unnoticed. An aging crone wearing an apron and cook's cap approaches you with a toothless grin. Ye here to help? She asks. You reply. You know what? Yeah, we'll stop. We'll resume this next week. Oh, there's a whole bunch of story that we got to deal. Oh my god, this whole thing is now gone. I thought it was just like a one encounter like the other place. You just do the encounter and then you do a fight. This is getting this is now what I've been waiting for with Darklands. This is what I've been waiting for with Darklands. We finally got something happening. No, I'm sorry. I don't want you to experience ads though. I can't. It's getting late as well. It's getting late. I don't want people to like watch ads. There seems to be a lot. There seems to be a lot going on with that whole sequence. There's like a whole bunch of places to go. I feel like if you get into a fight, we're gonna be like screwed. But there you go. I'll be back tomorrow, I hope, as I'll be moving from Friday to Thursdays. So tomorrow will be a stream, I think. What that game will be, I don't know yet. We'll find out. Thanks again for being here, everybody. Hope you enjoyed today's stream. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed Darklands. We'll be back with it next week. We'll find out what happens at the Camp of Witches next week. No, thank you. Thank you, Caffeinated1, Necrotoaster. Thank you for the help. Guts of Plenty. Thank you so much for the help. Crunchy Snacker, great to talk to you. Ryu Shinaka, good to see you. Good to see you. You gotta tell me, by the way, when that Star Wars Rebellion thing you were working on. Has that come out? Is that on GitHub? Is that something we can download now? Bo, thank you again for the resub. Thank you all for the resubs. Thank you so much for the gift subs. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you so much for the follows between the stream and during the stream. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I hope that I can we can continue this journey, because you know, as much as I would like to start with a new team and like a new group of kids, like, and you know, customize them to what should be the ideal settings, I think that on some level we're also doing our best with these guys. They're doing really well. We're seeing some story, and I'm really happy with that. But yeah, let's give someone a raid. Give someone a raid. Who can we stream? Not who can we stream. Who can we raid? That's what I meant to say. Let us raid. Hey! Remember Terra Nova Strike for Centauri? Made by Looking Glass Studios? Well, they also made, back when they were called Blue Sky, they also made a game called Ultima Underworld. And Vrexia is playing Ultima Underworld on original hardware. On original hardware. So let's give them a raid. Let's give Vrexia a raid. And that'll do it for me. Thanks again for being here, everybody. Hopefully I'll catch you for the next stream. Until next time, have a great night. Have a great morning. Please stay safe, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!